Feel incredible!
It's not a cartoon, it's anime! Yes! Welcome to another episode of AnimeSHUN. Squad is back in full effect. Myself, Rob,
What's up?
Brennan, Ice,
Yo,
we are here.
Keenan starts his powers up with a Y. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm always just like ah.
I'm
I
just
start- I
kidding.
start
Yeah,
with
I
an
come
A.
in with like a D.
So you got the D, you got the Y, I
Yeah.
got the A. What you start with?
Hey,
he's an A too. He's an A too.
Yeah, I mean, it's, everybody's different, man. It don't make you stronger or weaker out here.
Oh, he's a D.
But you know what we do on here, man. We talk our shit, one-off debates, reviews. We do a whole bunch of stuff on here, man. And we got a Patreon now, y'all.
Yeah.
We have a Patreon. It is live. We got
It
some
is lit.
patrons already. So make sure you go to patreon.com/AnimeSHUN. SHUN. So patreon.com/AnimeSHUN. Man, subscribe, man. We only got one tier, $5, man. It's not much, man. We giving y'all exclusive content. Y'all get the podcast early and live.
Yeah, people are watching the podcast with us live right now. We're actually having conversations with them before we do
Yes.
this. And I'm gonna shout out to myself real quick. Wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask because I'm just getting saying I'm wearing a mask because
Got that
I
wrong.
literally was traveling today. I just got back into town from from the south.
Yes.
And so for me, I'm like the south is a little lit right now. I'm just gonna take some precautions.
That's fair.
Yeah,
But I want to be here for y'all.
Absolutely. And also just know this is a heads up. I believe what the podcast on YouTube is going to the video is going to probably be taken off. It's not going to be live on the podcast anymore, right? On YouTube. I'm buffering like a motherfucker.
Yo,
I'm
like,
buffering.
Hey guys,
Bumbles machine.
starting September 1st, starting in September,
cracked.
the
Yeah, I know.
new episodes will be on Patreon.
Yes.
That's true.
Okay, they will only be on Patreon, yes. And then
Yes.
at the end of the year, we're going to probably take the majority of the episodes that are already on our YouTube page and take them off. There might be a few episodes that we'll keep on there.
The big ones.
We'll still be posting clips from the YouTube on there, but it'll be linking you guys to join
Yeah.
our Patreon, and we'll still be giving you guys exclusive like little just videos here and there. Whenever we want to drop them, we'll drop them. We'll still drop those too. But I mean, the Patreon is where it's at. It's where it's lit, baby. It's where we getting it cracking.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on.
You got 4 months to get your coins ready if you can't
Get
get it out the
cracking.
gate.
Like
Get that
Ice's
high five,
voice.
man. It's less than
Start
Netflix,
an
man.
OnlyFans. Go do something extra. Do whatever you can. We worth the $5.
Go
I
ahead,
promise.
show that ass. If you gotta show that ass for $5, I mean, isn't OnlyFans shutting that down soon?
No, they're going to a more artistic.
So they're shutting
I
the
guess
yeah.
so yeah, you got to get it in,
Hey man,
or just make a new OnlyFans.
Design a whole new website.
Yeah.
And just make a
Only
whole thing from that.
Just only ass. That's just nothing but ass.
look, we're not telling you to spread it and sell nothing, but hey,
and then let us
Join
know.
us.
We will send you something. Say, hey, I spread my ass for this.
A little bit of kickback.
I don't know if I'm gonna send you any money for spreading your
I'm
ass.
just letting
I
you
don't
know.
know.
Not for spread. Not. I don't want to see it. I
I'm
just
letting y'all
want to know
know
that
this
you.
is-
Ice speaks for himself.
Send all spread ass pictures to Ice's DM.
Oh my god.
Ice,
Don't- please, man or woman, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
he's
I'm
winking
sorry.
at the camera if you're
No.
not watching
Yeah,
it.
if you're not watching it,
He's
yeah.
fully winking at the camera right now.
But
Yes,
also,
Brennan.
just to clarify on that, the podcast itself, if you're listening on Apple, Spotify, that will still be coming out for free.
Yeah.
It's just the video end that'll be part of the Patreon experience.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we had some questions about that. So
Oh yeah,
No, damn, just.
And
Absolutely.
King Mike Hall said he's gonna get the exclusives to Ice.
Ah,
Oh my god.
you about to get some exclusive
I'm
Mike Hall
good, man.
ass, bro.
No, I
Nah,
Hey,
bro.
hey, Mike, you ain't got to. And this is what we're
Don't-
talking about, guys.
I don't want that, man.
Mike is in the chat and he's talking with us. He's part of the conversation. Man.
Exactly.
This is what you get on
Somebody
the
said
Patreon.
sell feet
Man.
pictures.
You
Not
can do
Ice's
that.
feet.
Not
He was a runner. No, we're
yeah,
good.
don't do that. And I have a foot phobia, so please don't send me no foot
I low
pictures.
key got nice feet for a guy. I can probably say if I just got my stuff like pedicured, not painted or anything, but just actually cleaned up correctly.
Man,
I
about
can
these Saiyans though.
yeah.
Right.
About these
I can
Saiyans.
sell my feet. Sell some feet pictures. Anyways, we're gonna get into Rob's news, man. What's going on, man, bro?
Yeah, so in our anime news, what we got this news killed me. I know we all talked about it.
Shit.
There's going to be a Funimation Crunchyroll merger.
Did I text you
They
that?
did the fusion.
I think I sent it to the
Yeah,
group chat.
it was over everywhere, man.
I was like, Rob is celebrating right now.
No, I'm so hurt. So
Yeah.
Sony, owner of Funimation, has worked out a deal to purchase Crunchyroll from AT&T.
It makes me so mad.
and they just got Funimation a couple months ago.
Not that long ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And for the price of $1.175 billion in
Billy.
cash. They've showed up with the cash when they closed.
How
when
do
they
you
closed that.
You don't stunt harder than that.
Yeah.
You come up there with cash and be like, yo. Like, I mean, Rob and I were talking. It was like, yo, here's the briefcase.
Just slide the briefcase
$1
across the
billion
table.
is much more than a briefcase, but I feel you.
2 briefcases.
You're right.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you,
Okay,
Rob.
two
Too.
briefcase.
The deal's actually been in the works since 2020, with Sony rejecting an original price of $1.5 billion, but eventually settling on this price in December. And expected that AT&T, the reason they wanted it cash is because they're going to be putting this money towards a bunch of debts that they have. After the deal, Crunchyroll released the following statement. This is from Crunchyroll. The two brands you know and love will be working together, and we believe this is a great thing for fans in the industry alike. Both teams are knowledgeable, passionate, and have been committed to the anime community for decades. We couldn't ask for better partners. We know you have questions. Today, we begin the work of bringing two awesome teams together to bring you more of what you love. Thank you for your trust and support. So there's no word yet on whether the services themselves will merge or if costs will change for existing subscribers, of which Crunchyroll actually has about 5 million after starting in 2006. Seems like this will be.
What does Funimation have?
I don't know. I didn't see that in the article I read. But it basically, this is just another Infinity Stone in Sony's anime gauntlet, as it now owns Funimation with subsidiaries in France, Australia, and New Zealand, Crunchyroll, and Aniplex. So, I mean, as anime fans, does this merger make you excited or worried? What do you guys think of all this? What do you make of it?
I mean, this is how I guess I feel. When I'm on Funimation, their interface is pretty bad. Like it's horrible. Like it's
That's an understatement.
I agree.
It
They're
messes
gonna
up.
Uber Eats Postmates.
You said what?
They're gonna change it to look like that probably, and it's gonna ruin everything.
This I guess I don't know. I don't even know what you do. I don't know. Do you merge it and just call it a whole thing now?
No.
You keep it separate.
Yeah,
still?
you keep it separate. Like just like Instagram got bought by Facebook and nobody even knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Or Hulu
Yeah.
being owned by Disney.
yeah, it's
True.
just like you,
ESPN too.
when you buy something like Crunchyroll, it would be so stupid to pay $1 billion for something that's already
No. Funimation should not turn anything from Funimation into to Crunchyroll because, like I said, their interface is horrible.
I think Crunchyroll has the best interface. I would just take the titles that Funimation has
yeah.
and then put
Make
them
them
onto
integrated.
Crunchyroll and
Right.
then keep Funimation running for the people who are doing it, and then just build out Crunchyroll. That's the smartest play.
Yeah.
But
As a
also
business
feel-
guy, yeah, I feel you right now.
But I want to go back to the suitcase conversation because a lot of people don't realize how much money $1 billion really is. I want to take a wild guess, guys. How much do you think $1 billion in $100 bills weighs?
Ooh, I knew you were gonna go here with that. That's interesting.
I saw you doing the math, so I'm out of it.
All right,
I'm gonna guess in bills, $100 bills.
$100 bills. That is 10 million $100 bills.
Ooh, damn. I don't know. I have no earthly idea. 200 pounds.
Okay.
Shit, yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend like I can.
Maybe like
Probably more than 200 pounds.
600 pounds.
22,000 pounds.
Oh my!
22,000. We
I
were
don't think
way
people,
off, bro.
I don't think people understand how much $1 billion is.
Yeah, no, that's
billion.
it's
It's
crazy.
like you have a $100 bill, you have to have 10 million of them.
Because they a gram of
Oh,
each.
you know what? What was it? What show was that? Was that Breaking
Breaking
Bad,
Bad.
where they had all that money in the
Yep.
Plastic, whatever.
and that wasn't
Yeah.
even close to $1 billion.
yeah, that's what I'm trying
That's
to tell
true.
people.
Yeah,
Don't
so, yeah,
realize.
they had
think
that
about
on a pallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't even realize like that's how much like when you talk about like billionaires and stuff like how much money these people have. It's like you need 22,000 pounds of $100 bills to get $1 billion.
We might get killed for our pound right now, Rob. That was horrible.
We were
Yeah.
not even fucking close.
I'm
That
glad,
was
that's
terrible,
good that. And then
were
the thing is, Rob
close.
came out the gate with the 220, so Keenan was like,
No.
"All right,
We ain't the worst. Sir Spectacular said 10 pounds. So I'm not. He said 10 pounds, bro. So I'm not. We're not that bad, Rob.
No, and so just to
Okay.
check the math really quick, I'm just let you guys know how I did that. So I did the math, said how many $100 bills, how many times does 100 go into $1 billion? 10 million, like I said. And then how heavy is a $100 bill? It's 1 gram. So I was like, all right, well, that's 10 million grams. And so 10 million grams and how many grams is that in pounds on my Convert app? 22,046.
God damn. Man, that is a lot of cash. They probably had several thousand briefcases stacked up in 18-wheeler
That's
trucks.
a truck.
That
Yeah,
they
that's
backed up to the
truck.
That's
loading
more than
dock.
one truck.
Yeah.
Several, like a
That-
line
so
of
who
them.
is in that? AT&T?
AT&T apparently. That's what they
Oh,
say they're going to
wow.
be putting this towards. They've been shopping this around. Sony isn't the only place that they went to, but
Oh wait,
Sony.
no, it's one
It,
truck.
it makes
Eventually.
sense. That internet is. internet is
Yeah, it's
super
one truck.
saturated.
One 18-wheeler can carry up to 80,000 pounds. I will
Okay,
shut up.
yeah,
Yep.
there's one that just the one.
That's
truck.
a hell of a
Man, we don't
heist.
know nothing about
no,
weight, y'all.
at all.
That's a great fucking like movie. I feel like that you can do is like somebody robbing. I know there's heist movies, but like an 80,000-pound a truck with 22,000 pounds worth of
Bro,
money
Den
on
of
it.
Thieves is good.
Yeah.
there's a good amount of
Like heist movies.
absolutely.
I
I'm gonna
think this
use.
is-
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think that's just a cool like premise.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that statistic that we just came up with to yell at anybody who's like, we don't need to tax the rich. I'm like, all right, let me ask you a question. How much do you think in $100 bills,
Crazy, dude.
bro?
Yeah.
Man. Well, we already kind of touched on my second question here, but we can kind of dive back into that. I mean, do you guys think that Funimation and Crunchyroll should stay separate services or combine into one-stop shop? For me personally, kind of like Cameron brought up, Disney owns Hulu. They haven't brought that over to Disney Plus, but I feel like they offer very different styles of shows on those two different services. Whereas, like on these two apps, I don't feel like there's that big of a difference in what they're offering. I mean, what do you guys think?
We had talked about that, Rob, and you made a good point about that because I was just like, yeah, you're right, ESPN and Hulu and what was the other one again?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. It was like, yeah, it makes sense to keep them separate, but this right here, I mean, I
Yeah,
just
like the
feel-
reason why those are separate is you can buy a bundle. You wouldn't really buy a bundle of Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Right, exactly. I feel like you either name it all one thing, since I don't know which name is bigger, Funimation or Crunchyroll, but I think you make the interface Crunchyroll and then you might keep the Funimation name, I guess.
I think
Yeah.
as a streaming service, Crunchyroll is much bigger than Funimation.
But Funimation has
Funimation
been
is-
a loss.
No, but Funimation is more known for being like the studio or the producer of Sony. It's like
In another article that I've found here on Variety, Funimation has not disclosed how many subscribers they have, and it's an article about this deal. So
They probably don't have as many subscribers.
no,
as
it's not.
Crunchyroll.
No, I'm saying Crunchyroll is like the number 2 streamer on the planet. Like it's
they're
like,
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like massive.
I think that
You can keep
I
the
think-
Crunchyroll name, I think. Don't
I
get cocky.
I think with the Hulu, how those bundles work is the people that are some people can watch just ESPN and not give a fuck about Hulu or Disney Plus. Same people that's watching Disney Plus, they can give a fuck. They probably never seen a full game of basketball in their life, or even don't even know who Stephen A. Smith is. So I think that they can do a bundle because you're getting a lot of things. The people that are watching Crunchyroll are the same people that are watching Funimation, and they're only going for because honestly, the only reason we even picked up Funimation as a podcast is because there was only certain shows on there, like Dead Man's Wonderland, and I
You
think
Hakusho,
Vinland
right?
Saga, I think.
Yeah.
Didn't we watch Vinland Saga on there?
No, that was on Prime.
that was
That was
Prime.
on Prime.
That's fair.
Gangster was on there. Gangster was on.
I thought Yu Yu
on-
Hakusho was on there, not Crunchyroll.
Maybe
not.
I wasn't here when y'all did Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay.
And then I think their biggest one is Dragon Ball Z. Like Funimation is the only place you can get Dragon Ball
No
Z.
kidding. I did not realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir Spectacular. Goddamn, I'm just fucking up today. Dry mouth. He said Funchy Rollomation.
I'm ready to move on that note.
That's the
I think Funchy Roll will be pretty.
Crunchyroll.
Funchyroll is pretty funny.
cool.
See, that's
All
what brainstorming is about. You throw something out there and then you
Everybody
get a
shoots it
better
down.
one.
Blue sky. We're just throwing
Yeah.
things out there, no bad ideas. So the other story, much lighter. So Demon Slayer opening theme. The theme song was played as part of the closing ceremonies at the Olympics. The Olympic Summer Games, as we all know, just kind of came to an end in Tokyo, and as part of the closing ceremony, they included a musical performance where the Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra performed. I'm gonna butcher this name. Gurenge, maybe that seems to be the title of, but AKA the Demon Slayer opening theme song. They played it as part of the closing ceremony. So that song played as they welcomed athletes into Japan National Stadium. Anime fans around the world took to Twitter to talk about their excitement as they recognized the song, and it's just kind of another step for anime growing worldwide wide recognition and a larger fan base, and even becoming a part of the Japanese national identity. Like the country was just like, no, this is part of us.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer is part of Japan, and we
Yeah.
want to show that to the world.
That's
I mean,
So
crazy.
how do y'all? Because I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I was in Urban Outfitters, which a place that I've been going to for like over 10, 15 years now. 10 years. And they have vintage washed like that band tees, but they're like anime tees now. And it's like a good portion of the tee section is anime. And it's just like over these past 2 to 3 years, anime has exploded. And as people that, have been made fun of growing up loving this stuff. Like, how do you guys feel about it being so popular now?
If I was one of the athletes in the Olympics, I would have 100% Naruto run right across the middle of the field as soon as that thing
Yeah,
came
I
out.
agree with that.
100%.
Yeah. You know what? What's crazy is that when I go to the malls now, there's multiple like just stores strictly for anime.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with it. I mean, I'm one of you. I know some people be like, well, this is ours, and you were never a fan before we were, so we don't like y'all in here. I'm like, nah, spread the love. Like at the end of the day, some people didn't know, understand.
Yeah.
This is a whole different generation too than ours.
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's just I think a lot of people are into anime. The younger generation, a lot of them are in that. I see a lot of people wearing anime shirts walking around. It's I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a brother and sisterhood, to be honest.
True.
Yeah.
Brennan seems like he's got a hot take he's about to drop.
Because
He got that 1 a.m.
Yeah, go ahead.
Eastern time.
He's got the
hot
violence.
take.
So one could say the anime spreads like chickenpox.
Oh God! Wait a fucking minute, Brennan. What the fuck? You took a long dramatic
I know,
pause.
it was dumb. It was so
You
dumb.
looked around the whole room,
right.
And you gave us that.
I was going to say
God damn
COVID. I didn't want to say COVID.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
my
Cam
God.
was
The reason
highly
he's got-
disappointed. You should have saw Cam was like, "Fuck, what the fuck?"
Well, the
Brennan
thing is, I
running
listened to
off zero sleep.
I got nothing, guys. I got nothing.
Oh
I
my
said it
God.
in the beginning. Did I not say it?
He did say it. He did say
I
it.
need grace today.
But
I shouldn't be here.
I agree. He's just here so we won't get fined. I agree with Keenan. I'm always happy to see the things that I'm into, the hobbies that I love, and the things that I enjoy engaging with, seeing a wider audience. Because like I know personally, like back in the day, like there were people you could talk to about that stuff, and there were people that were not interested that would like basically destroy your name, like if they found out you were into like anime or nerdy stuff or like board games or whatever. So the fact that like nerd culture and like geek culture is getting so big, I think in the 21st century, and like even Keenan just dropped a video for like celebrities and famous people that are into anime. I think that's super cool to be having that get out there.
Yeah, I think I'm there too. I think COVID played a big role in it growing too, because people was running out of shit. They can only watch Tiger King so many times.
Yeah,
That's
and
real.
then it was just like,
A lot of people hit me up.
Yeah,
A lot of people hit me up like, "Yo, I'm gonna try this anime thing. Like, what should I watch?" I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you called the right person."
Yeah,
My-
because
my-
I think people respect passion after a while. I think that's where we gotten in a space where it's like, hey, I don't fuck with that. I don't know nothing about it, but I fuck with you, and you're passionate about that. So let me entertain it and try to at least look at it.
And it's just really good. Like if you watch, the stories are very well
Yeah,
crafted and
Yeah.
developed. And
He's
it's
in the
very
Bleach
well
right now.
animated.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
like
why.
because I was in that position before where I was kind of like, anime is just like not my thing. It
Mm.
was more or less I just didn't expose myself to it. But once I did, I'm like, no, of course I love this. Like
Yeah.
there was no
To
question
me-
after I started.
To me, it
watching.
makes zero sense for somebody to say they watch cartoons and like
Mm-hmm.
the Transformers and all that stuff like that, right? And be like, nah, I can't do anime. It's like, bro, this is honestly a better version of that.
yeah.
Oh,
A lot of
Like,
times,
And
yeah.
people die. Yeah, and I think for me, just to see people consuming this, like, that's super dope. The only thing is, like, I remember. So if you was one of them motherfuckers that was talking shit, if you were one of those people that were talking shit, I don't want to see you watch any anime. I want you to stay there and do whatever you watch. Real Husband Housewives of Arizona. Like, keep watching your shit.
I got
Everybody
floored.
else, you cool with me.
I got floored the other day by one of my friends, Marcel Williams. I'm gonna say his full name on here. Government.
Government
Jeez,
name,
all right.
legal
Yo,
name.
You know why I'm saying his name?
All the
Why is that?
cement.
Because I've been introducing him to a bunch of different anime. He's been liking them, and then he was getting working on a list, and I showed him an anime, and he came back and said, "I don't like the animation style. I don't really like this one."
Okay.
Vinland Saga.
Oh my God, really?
Thank you.
Wow.
Right? That was my
That's-
reaction because he just finished watching Hunter x Hunter, and he's like, "Oh, that was really good. I enjoyed it." Like, he thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's dope." And before that, he saw Demon
See
Slayer.
Rob's face?
Yeah,
Look at
he's-
Rob's face.
He said Demon Slayer was great. He
I'm
had One
not
Punch
saying
Man.
like any of those like have bad animation, but to say that you like those and
Didn't
don't like
Vinland
Vinland
Saga?
He's like,
Yeah.
they're
Like,
doing the
if-
3D thing, and I was like, "There's barely any 3D animations."
that
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter, even the new version wasn't mouth dropping.
Hunter x Hunter is
fucking
not known for its
animation.
animation.
Yeah.
Nah.
And it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Especially the earlier version. But
Either one. Yeah.
I'm with you on I'm not a fan of 3D, but Vinland Saga didn't do that much of it.
No.
When I watched
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, because I know Netflix does a lot of 3D animes. I'm
I
just like,
hate
I'm like,
them.
oh,
Doro
God,
Head
it's
Doro
rough.
is hard though.
All
That's
right.
the only.
Berserker?
Is that
that's the
3D?
only. That's the only 3D one that I'll stand by.
Okay.
Okay.
The Doro Head
right.
Doro is the shit. I
All right.
fuck with that one.
All right, well, I got one more question for you on this Olympic story. If there was an anime game sport competition that, like, what anime game sport or competition do you think would make a good Olympic sport. Now, like for me, I'm just gonna go off the top. Let's do a tournament of power in the Olympics. Every country submits their best fighter, put them in a ring, and just let them go, and they just beat the shit out of each other until there's one left. Get all the MMA fighters out there. Anybody, boxers, just like mix up the styles.
Nobody's
just
gonna have a better suggestion than that.
throw it in there.
That was really good.
Rob was like, I'm gonna set this question up, but I'm gonna answer this bitch first.
I've been thinking about this since I wrote this question.
I mean, you wrote it, so
Yeah.
Damn. I would say something along the lines of like not fencing, but like a sword competition. So it's just like I don't know, because I don't think it's fair to try to say like, hey, let's do like a samurai sword competition, because the way samurais fought, like it would be like one slash of a blade and the fight was over. You know, most sword fights last less than 5 seconds.
It's like a fruit ninja competition.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean,
because you know you gotta be like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
I mean-
fastest like slice time or whatever.
there,
For sure.
there are like anime food ones. I would like maybe like a food competition in a sense, and make it kind of like how they do it in the anime style. And
The Goku eating competition.
and then I mean, I was just gonna say just cooking in general, but like. You know, I forgot what anime is that. It's like a very popular anime. I
Food
think that
Wars.
Yeah, is it Food Wars? Yeah, they do all that stuff like
It's
that.
super sexual. I don't like that show.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
It's
I've only
like
seen. I've only seen
not
like
se-
the.
it makes it sexualizes the food. There's no like.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not I don't fuck with it.
Okay.
I think it worked better as an esport. Like anime worked better as an esport because it's like we get like who said it? Johnny Too Hottie said VR stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just like all right, everybody gets a Saiyan suit.
I think it'd be dope to have like just really see where we are in technology and do like mech fights. I think that'd be dope.
Okay.
I think that'd be
That's
super dope.
Wait, you mean Megalobox or like bigger?
No, like like actual mechs, like Gundams.
Take
it.
like what is
People
it?
not people not in there. I don't think people should be in there. To be honest, that's too dangerous.
They already
Not
have the robot
drone. They
Yeah,
use
like
drones.
what was that
Yeah.
show that used to be? Was it
BattleBots.
comedy? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's exactly
BattleBots.
what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. BattleBots.
But like mechs.
Make them
Yeah, I
bigger.
think like I
more
want to see
dangerous.
where we are from a technological standpoint. And see if because some countries might not be able to do it, but if they like everybody gets the same resources, and then it's just like your scientists.
That's
do
a slippery slope though, because
Yeah.
we start making Gundams like that are
I
humanoid. Oh my
This is
god!
I
dangerous.
already know exactly where you're going with that.
That's a problem, bro. iRobot.
It's fun for us to say that.
I mean,
but yeah,
they
it's
probably
rough.
would reach the military before they would reach an Olympics
Right.
kind of thing.
Yeah, they were
anyways.
like, come in, we need to talk to you, bro.
But then, like like one piece of technology that one small scientist kid made from South Korea that nobody knew about until he displayed it in the Olympics is the tipping point. So now the AI is
He's
ready
gonna
to
show
kill
up
all
with
the
the
humans.
Hulkbuster or something like that.
One more suggestion from Johnny Tuhati: Pokemon battles.
Just put some animals loose and just
Animal
like
abuse?
I mean, Mike Vick
I don't know if- I
is
don't know-
our representative.
I don't know if he meant like Pokemon, like Michael Vick style, but I think he meant like just the card game of like maybe I think so.
Olympic,
Maybe I'm
Olympic,
wrong.
man.
Olympic.
Okay.
I play Olympic
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
Olympic
or
Yu-Gi-Oh.
either or.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think.
we were talking about that
I
yet?
got. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm stay strapped. I keep it with me.
Yeah.
I got 2 decks on me right now.
he showed the evidence. We've seen the video. All right, cool. That's what I got for anime news this week.
All right, thank you, Rob, man. I appreciate it. So let's get into the main topic of the day. Cam, do you have any picks?
For this
sport?
for sport?
No. No?
You guys ran through everything.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. I mean, there's
No,
others
no.
that
I mean, you mean picks for the
for the main topic.
Yeah,
for,
we haven't
even
talked about it
Saiyans.
Isn't it Dragon Ball Z related?
Yeah.
It's like
I've
mainly.
not watched.
Do
I've watched
do
barely
you
any.
entertain
Oh,
the
okay,
idea
okay.
of doing anything Dragon Ball?
I mean, I don't know if is it worth it for me to go back and watch it.
It
Kai.
depends on
Kai.
who you ask.
Yeah, I say Kai. Yeah.
Kai for sure.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Kai is worth it for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Better animated, shorter series.
Yep.
No, I think you would enjoy it. Dragon Ball Kai, you'd enjoy.
And you
I
don't
think
really
so.
need to watch Dragon Ball to understand Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I don't know about
honest
you
with
guys.
y'all, I've never seen Dragon
I've never
Ball.
seen Dragon Ball either.
I've seen parts of it.
episodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen
never
episodes.
seen
I'd
Dragon
probably
Ball.
understand enough of it just based off of how many
I
references.
actually
have been
never
made.
finished GT.
I
not
didn't
either.
even try.
Yeah.
yeah, I watched the first few episodes and I was like, no.
Yeah.
I GT was like all over the place for me.
Yeah, like,
I
I just
caught
got
the
into
main
anime,
things
like-
in GT. That
Yeah.
year.
I just got an anime because of the podcast. Like I didn't watch it pre.
Have you gotten any of your siblings into it now?
I mean, my younger brother actually he started watching some stuff before I did. Like he was watching Attack on Titan and that before I even decided to dabble in that stuff. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How do you recommend stuff? Like, I feel like people recommend stuff differently. Like when Brennan really recommends stuff, he makes a fucking he makes you feel that shit. When you recommend
He's
stuff,
passionate.
is it like you should check this out, or are you passionate when you recommend certain things to people?
Depends on what it is and who I'm talking to.
What's the last thing you was like, yo, you
Bleach.
gotta watch this shit?
He's on Bleach right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tracked me down the other day and was like, Rob, you got to watch this fight from season 2.
Yeah.
He was like, this isn't a spoiler. Just watch this. Just watch this. I was like,
Which
okay.
fight- which fight
I've
was
not
that?
seen Cam this
That
excited
was,
about almost
When
anything.
he fights Ikaku for the first time,
Oh.
because that's like the first fight
yeah.
that you get.
Yeah. That was a good one. I like Ikaku a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
All right.
All right, so yeah, the main topic today is our favorite Saiyans, our least favorite Saiyans, and the best Saiyan. Because they might not necessarily be your favorite Saiyan. So each of us will go one by one. We'll reveal our picks. We'll get a minute. Let's do a minute and a half because I think there's going to be some passion today.
Okay.
Okay, behind some of these picks. Let's do a minute and a half, and so why they're their favorite or whatever the case may be, and then everybody gets to comment on that pick, and afterwards we talk about one person's pick, and then we move on to the next.
Yep.
All right, so let's start off. Let's start off with Brennan's pick. Who is your what is this? This favorite?
Yeah, this is favorite.
Favorite. Who is your favorite Saiyan, Brennan?
At this exact moment, my favorite Saiyan is Kaba.
Start the timer.
All right, let's hear this shit.
Well, I mean, it was a hard pick because there's a lot of Saiyans that I liked. But I was like, yo, who really is about this life and really like progressed the fastest out of any Saiyan in history? And that is Kaba. I'm just saying, like, in one episode, he went from a farmer kid who barely knew how to fight to be able to go Super Saiyan and go toe to toe with Vegeta in the Tournament of Power, like in the thing. Like,
Okay.
he did that in one episode. Like, how many episodes did it take Goku to do? Vegeta had to go to a different planet and almost die. The only person that even had like any kind of close experience to that would be like Goten and Trunks, and they ain't never going toe to toe with Vegeta in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially as kids. This is a kid from a different universe who did not know what a Super Saiyan was, saw it for the first time, was like, say less, fam. And then he showed up. It's like, not only did he show up, he
It was a
showed
little
up.
harder than. Okay, my bad. I interrupt you.
No, I mean, he was whooping ass. Like,
Yeah.
I liked it. I personally found him to be very interesting. I like that he really did rep his home team and so well.
He did.
He doesn't have any. There's no downside to him. That's why I picked it. There's no downside to Kaba. Like, yeah, he doesn't win every single fight. He gives 110 every single time. He exceeds everybody's expectations every single time, and he takes mentorship well and doesn't bring an ego. Tell me another Saiyan that does those things. I'm done.
He's done.
I
He
don't
doesn't
think there's
even
many
need those
Saiyans
guys.
that have been put in that position though.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
Outside of maybe Gohan.
specifically, like, doesn't bring an ego, does whoop ass, and like is about that life. Like who?
Teen Gohan.
Yeah, but we know too much about Gohan for that to like. That's another thing. We don't know enough about him. To
I
hate him.
mean,
We don't know enough about him to hate him. That's the other thing that makes.
I mean, yeah, he hasn't been on the show very long.
Very
but,
short.
But I do respect the guy. It's interesting. Like the Saiyans from the other universe are super interesting in that they're like similar but different. You know, like that's a whole thing. Like they
Yeah.
even say like their whole vibe is like they're warrior people, but they're not like mercenaries like
Yeah.
the Saiyans that we know are.
It's a whole different vibe.
I would say to I guess to counter what you just said about him, it'll be what Kefla or what's her name?
Kefla.
Kefla. She learned that probably faster than he did, and she wants all the smoke immediately with everybody.
No, she
and,
was dope.
And she literally turns with Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, but she's half berserker. Like, oh, you mean like
No.
what-
The
That's
other girl.
Caulifla. Yeah, Caulifla is the one that. Yeah,
He's talking about Kale. I'm talking. Oh, you talking about Kale?
Okay, got it.
She literally the tournament of power was technically what 40 minutes. How long? What is that? It's only like 30, 40 minutes. She knew how to turn Super Saiyan 2 technically probably within 2 to 3 minutes in the tournament of power.
What is
That's-
her background?
Huh?
Was she like had a non-fighting background too?
No, she
No,
did.
she's
Like
a
they
fighter.
both Kaba and Caulifla have fighting backgrounds. Like I think he's in the military.
Yeah.
And she like has like basically some people that run with her and they think they like I don't know if they're like bandits, but
I think
they
they-
don't work with the government, I don't think.
Yeah, they're just like she's kind of like on some like she wants to smoke with everybody.
Yeah, she definitely wants to fight everybody because she even like is trying to get Goku to square up with her and teach her shit. But
Yeah.
to get back to Kaba, he's definitely and I guess to pull it back to that. If you're gonna name somebody else that wants the smoke and like lives up to expectation, I would say Caulifla also falls into that same bracket.
Exactly.
I think so. Yeah, I'm with that.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like if you're gonna, she's more annoying than he is. I like the fact that he was taking mentorship in that way, and I think she eventually kind of started to get that in a tournament of power. But
From Goku, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
because at some point she said, "All right, kind of teach me that. Like, teach me what you're doing. I want to see Super Saiyan 3, all that bullshit." But I mean, I could see your favorite. I wouldn't expect that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
I feel like you
everything
got a
else-
deeper history with other Saiyans.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
mean, I could have picked that and I could have gone that right, but I was like, at this moment is the way I answer this question.
Okay,
Sure.
So
I
that's why I
respect
said
Is the
it's
person you want to spend more time with as a Saiyan.
100%. Like if like we're gonna write more arc and like learn more about a character and have them develop more. This brother is a skinny farm boy. Look like You know what I'm saying? That pulled up and went toe
That's
to toe
true.
with Vegeta. Like
Yeah.
his ceiling has no limit.
In the manga, has he came back?
No.
That's
like
really
what's
disappointing.
very
to hear.
upsetting about what Dragon Ball Super is doing is that they're leaving so much on the table. Now I'm hearing rumors that supposedly in this new movie that I guess maybe Jiren and them might show up in this new movie that's gonna be coming out next year or whatever it is, because it's called like the superhero, like or whoever superhero, something about superheroes. So they're saying they might introduce him. I'm hoping at some point they just go exclusively to this planet because they can probably learn about themselves. Like the Saiyans from our universe can learn about the Saiyans from that universe and learn some deeper history because they're still on the original planet.
Are you more excited for that or the MHA movie?
For the new Dragon Ball movie or the MHA movie? There's not enough about the Dragon Ball Z Super movie yet that can make me super hyped. Because right now you're just hearing rumors. So I guess it'll be the My Hero movie. Be honest.
I'll be Dragon Ball because I don't want to see another MHA movie ever again.
I'll watch. If they do the same shit they've been doing, I'm out of there after that. I'm like, come on, bro. I'll watch the show. So next, are we cool? We all straight there?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
hey,
Okay.
he made his pick.
All right. Rob, who you got? Favorite Saiyan?
We all know what
We
he's
You
all
already
know.
know what it is. You know what it is.
Rob, just give me a. You know what the fuck it is.
You know what the fuck it is. Start the timer.
Love it.
He said start the timer.
I got
Good.
it.
I'm always, you know what it is, because he doesn't get respect out here. I'm going for my guy Gohan. I already know my call's going to be going in the chat, but he's my favorite.
You
I
said
love Gohan.
specifically.
Teen Gohan,
Yes.
especially. He has great responsibility thrust upon him, and especially Teen Gohan rises to that occasion. He accepts it. When Goku is just like, "Hey man, I'm out. It's you." He takes that up and he does it. And he's done it before when like it's just him and like all the other fighters, the Z fighters, have been wiped out fighting Nappa. He steps up and is just like, "All right, I'm gonna go hard." And even in that same regard with like Kaba, when he's just like, "I don't have a chance here, but I'm still gonna do it anyway." Gohan is there. He's just like, "I will do it." He's humble, always willing to learn, which makes him a great student. He's trained by some of the best in the Dragon Ball universe, including Piccolo, Goku, and the Grand Kai. And when he knows he's outmatched, he goes for broke. He doesn't want others to take it easy on him. Like pre-Tournament of Power, he fights Goku and is just like, "Dad, go to your Super Saiyan Blue thing. I'm doing all that. I don't want you holding back. Like these other people aren't going to be holding back. I don't want you to do it either." And to be honest, like goes toe to toe with him for a bit. I mean, he's obviously outclassed at a certain point, but you know,
I hated those pre-fights so much because it's like, and then Master Roshi fought Super Saiyan Blue.
reclaiming my time.
Yeah.
He was one of the first main Saiyans to branch off and do his own thing and not follow in Goku's footsteps. He can go Super Saiyan, but at this point determined to focus on the mystic form and just be like, "I'm going to do my own thing." Vegeta also is going that way, but you know, Gohan was the first to do it, and he's smart. He's the smartest Saiyan.
All right,
that's your time.
Time.
The
go
Great Saiyan Man, he says.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brennan.
No, I
your shit.
I don't got no shit to talk. Like, you'll see why later. I'm not gonna talk too much shit right now.
Okay.
But I'll say that there are times that Gohan is one of the greatest things that's ever happened, and times that he is trash. So he, at the very least, he's a complex character. He wasn't raised by his own father. He wasn't like for me, Gohan is problematic in a lot of ways, but he also does offer a lot of solution. So I ain't talking no shit. Y'all can do it.
Okay, go.
I'm listening.
Gohan got that ass dropped on him, and it changed the whole trajectory of his life.
She has magical.
And for that, he forever fell off. And I think that it's just like that guy in the bar that's talking about how he was in high school, and it's like, "Hey, remember I was first team All State. I had D1 offers off the good. I could have went pro." Like, granted, he's not living off of that. Like, he went and just made a different decision that he made. But it's like he puts no fear in anybody's heart.
Yeah.
And I think you can specify from them like that one spot, but that's just like saying Trunks is the man and just going in one thing that he did and like, no, you have to take in the whole accountability. You was an all-star. If you played 15 years and you was like, I was a 2-time all-star, it's like, yeah, but you was on rode the bench the rest of your career. And that's just what he did. He literally rode the bench the rest of his career, got in a couple times. They tried to get him to take the shots, the big shots, and he couldn't make them.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
I mean,
he is though. This is Cell Saga alone.
Off of
at the
Cell
end of
Saga
the day,
alone.
you can have a big moment and be But
I'm just saying.
he's like the Robert Horry of Dragon Ball Z. Like,
You don't pronounce the H, but that was very funny.
yeah.
Robert
Horry. Yeah.
I can't even give you that if you're not gonna get it right.
No, man.
You
You
said-
can't
you
say
s-
that Robert Ory. Robert Ory never took over games, bro. He just hit the last shot. Like Gohan took over the whole game, bro.
Bro, not even just that. I mean, I'm going off what Rob had on here. He said specifically Teen Gohan, right? That's hard to argue.
Yeah.
But you went and talked about Gohan as a whole.
Yeah,
And
you
I
talked
think
about
that's-
Mystic, yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
opened it up.
where it kind of fucks you. Tracksuit Gohan has to be
Tracksuit
has
Gohan.
to be
The
put in
Great
there.
Saiyan Man is my least favorite thing that happened in Dragon Ball.
Great Saiyan, man. It's like Gohan.
It's like him and Mr. Satan. Like it's like
It's
Ooh.
Michael.
Come on.
Wow.
It's Michael.
Really?
It's Michael Jordan in the Wizards jersey. That's
No,
what I
that-
equated
I-
to.
I can't
Michael
even
Jordan
say-
still dropped 40 points everywhere in the
I'm
Wizards
about to
true,
jersey.
but it's
Saiyan
just
Man
like
didn't save
I'm about to
nobody.
say the same
it's just
thing.
like seeing but you seeing greatness and they not great anymore.
Hey,
Remember
man,
when-
Super Gohan giving Boo the business was post Great Saiyan Man.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not here to beat you. I'm here to kill you is post Great Saiyan
No,
Man.
and I agree with that. One of my
That's
favorite
40
Gohans-
points and not
And when
making the
Free-
playoffs.
And when Frieza came back,
Tracksuit.
Yeah.
Different series.
I love Mr. Gohan. Mr. Gohan to me was fire,
Jackson.
and I actually wish they would bring it back to where he can tap into that power.
yo,
and
that
become
I
a beast
like
again.
Mr. Gohan went hard.
He said that I'm here to kill you. That's one of my favorite moments for Gohan.
But did he kill him?
He actually he kind of ended up like he's gone somewhere. He'll be back though, and he's like, don't worry about it, I can handle him.
He did beat him. And
Yeah.
he could have, but then he absorbed Gotenks or something.
He got cocky, and then Gotenks they fuse, and then he's kind of like let us fight, and then I think he's about to let them fight, and then they got absorbed.
He got
and then he got
absorbed,
smoked.
He got
after
cocky.
that.
He got Saiyan cocky and was just like, do your final power up. And
Yeah, I'm
most
just,
Saiyans have bit him in the ass.
I wanna. I agree. He is third ballot Hall of Fame, but
Whoa.
Wow.
yeah, because
Wait,
because,
who's in the second ballot? Then I need to know. Like, if you gonna put Gohan in the third ballot, who's the first and second ballot?
Well,
well,
we know
first
who's
ballot
first.
Goku and Vegeta, of
Yeah.
course. Second ballot. Okay, I apologize. I can take that. I can take my mistakes. Second ballot Hall of Fame. I can give it to Gohan.
I'll live
Goten
with it.
and
with-
Trunks.
I'm with Rob.
I
He's first ballot.
feel like Trunks is a second ballot, second or third. I mean, you can argue
Let's-
either one.
We got more. to argue.
We got more.
Let's
arguments.
go.
All
We got more.
right,
people.
so next, go ahead, Ice. Who's your favorite?
Motherfucking Broly. He's just destruction. He is just pure
Which
destruction.
Broly?
All Brolys.
Okay.
All Brolys. Because they all. When has he not fucked shit up? He has been a problem. There is no version of Broly that's a whole version of Broly.
I like to point out that I read everybody else's picks before I picked mine, and Broly would have been my first choice.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you got
Understood.
Added 5-7 seconds. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Reclaiming my time, as Rob would say. Anytime there's, like I said, there's no version of Broly that's a whole version of Broly. Every iteration of him has been the shits. He is one of the only people that Vegeta was just like, fuck it. Like, how many times in Vegeta's career that he saw another person and was like, even if he was getting smoked out, was like, I can't do it.
He
That's
should have done it more.
Yes, but he didn't. So the Prince of All Saiyans looked at Broly and was like, you know what, fam? I can't handle this. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, this dude is legit. Because Vegeta backs down to nobody. Nobody puts fear in Vegeta's heart.
Frieza
he,
did.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I'm reclaiming my time. He put fear in Vegeta's heart in any sense. When they brought him back, they couldn't handle it. And we talk about adaptability. Vegeta and Goku was watching him in the beginning, and then once he adapted, and they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't do nothing. They had to go to another planet, fuse, and come back, and it was still a problem. He made mincemeat of Vegeta, of Frieza, who they had a whole movie about. He handled him in seconds.
Okay, that's your time.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's a good pick. Broly is a very interesting character. Obviously, he has come back in a lot of different ways. So even to pick all of them, I think Keenan's gonna have more to say.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah,
I
Keenan's gonna have some.
I forgot him.
I'm gonna let Keenan touch
I
on
fucking
that.
forgot about him.
But
God damn
no,
it.
he's a great pick. I mean, you everything you said is right. Everything you said is right. He's like the purest form of what the
yeah.
Saiyans are supposed to be.
I fucking forgot about him.
Yo, y'all gotta see Keenan's face right now. Keenan's he's over here literally just putting the bullets into the
Because when I said all of the iterations, he made a face, and then I started thinking like, "Fuck!" Like I forgot.
That's why even with my pick, I try to be as specific as possible because I know that a lot of times every version of these characters isn't necessarily
But
the best.
that wasn't even
I
him.
wanna know
no,
what
he
what
wasn't.
you got.
No.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Let your character take his L. The worst movie in the Dragon Ball franchise is your
Right,
favorite
yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Probably one of the worst movies.
The Tree of Might was pretty bad too, though.
I like Tree of
Tree-
Might.
oh,
Tree of Might was dope.
Have you seen it lately?
Are you wild?
Let me watch it recently.
No,
Let me
I've
watch
seen it. I've
in
seen
the-
it recently. It does not
Okay.
stink.
I haven't
It's
seen
Did it
it.
hold
slow.
up?
It's
No,
slow.
no. When's the last time you saw it?
It's slow. I
When's
give you
the
that.
last time
It's
you
been
saw it?
about-
It's been years.
It's been a while.
I'm telling
But
you right now,
it's
it hurt
slow.
myself. As a teenager, Tree of Might was my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie. I watched it recently, and I was just like, this
Let
movie
me ask
is
you a
not
quick
good.
question before we get back to this. Is that the main portion of that movie where they get into the smoke? Is that still dope to you?
No,
Oh, that's bad too.
everything about that movie is bad.
Ooh, I gotta rewatch
Tree
it.
of Might. It does start off slow. I give you
It's
that.
so
I remember
hella
watching
slow.
that, and I was
Yeah.
like, God damn.
Yeah,
But when
it
they
does.
got to it,
I feel like it was
The fights
smoke
are
all.
like the
Yeah.
fights are like this long,
really.
and they're not good.
I mean, you can say that about a lot of Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, yeah, they're
not the new
usually
Broly
about, like,
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
The
was
new
that's
Broly
true.
movie was
They
everything I
45 minutes
wanted.
of fighting. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
It was great.
Bio Broly, dog.
Oh
That
my
was the
God.
biggest disappointment.
That's
That was clearly a money grab for Dragon Ball. The design of him was garbage.
Yeah.
He got smoked out by Goten and Trunks. Kid Goten and Trunks.
Shit.
That was the worst.
Shit.
If you would have said just the two Brolys, I'm with you because Psychotic Broly, which was the first one that we saw.
Yep.
I love. That was like he's psychotic as hell. He wants to
Yep.
smoke with everybody.
Yep.
And then this new one, I thought they did a great design and making him a little bit different.
Yeah.
And
And Broly looked dope, like him in natural form in the first one.
Yeah.
You didn't even think he had that type of power. And how they flipped the switch and had him
Like
get
blow
big,
up? Yeah,
that
that
shit
was
was
crazy.
dope.
Man,
That
Bio
was hard.
Broly looks like Swamp Thing.
yeah, this is one of the worst designs. This is
That's
the worst
sick.
design in Dragon Ball.
I fucking forgot.
Toxic
about that.
Avenger,
That was
man. Yeah.
definitely a cash grab.
Oh, absolutely, Brennan.
I told you he's gonna be my first pick. So I was gonna say Broly from the most recent movie. Like
He was so dope. I like how they gave him more than because I like this one
didn't-
better than the original one just because I feel like they gave him more as a character.
Yeah.
And then there's more to go back to now. Even at the spoiler alert if you didn't know already, but
it's
like
just,
It's been out for 2
you know who
years.
he is
Right.
though. Like in that movie,
They made him a good guy.
He's the archetype of an exact other character in another universe. Does anybody want to guess who that is? He is exactly the same character as somebody else in another universe.
No, who you got?
The
Thor?
Hulk.
The Hulk? Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
The Hulk. The madder he gets, the stronger he gets, and a woman is what
Kinda.
stops him.
In that
Yeah.
case, yes, but he doesn't have like he's like the Hulk without the banner side because
Yeah.
like he
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm just
have
saying
the,
like Rage Hulk. Like
Sure.
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. It's like that character of the Hulk. When you just think of like what's the log line of who the Hulk is, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
literally, just like when he's the green guy, not the banner guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he's the green guy and he's getting attacked, no matter who's attacking him, he's going to raise his level to whatever they are. However angry he gets that strong, and the only thing that can stop him is a woman.
But
Okay.
Hulk be getting smoked out though.
Or Thanos.
Yeah, Hulk be getting smoked. There is a well documented history in damn near any form of media where Hulk gets smoked out.
That does
Yeah.
happen.
It
Yeah.
does. I
Yeah.
mean, Broly got smoked out by a fusion. So I'm just saying, it's like
Yeah.
every single movie Broly's in, he loses.
And they could have smoked him out earlier.
Like,
They also could have smoked him out
he
earlier
loses-
if they didn't.
technically, Broly loses like every fight. Like,
Yeah.
let's even
But
be
the
honest.
lengths they have to go to.
But it doesn't matter.
But
he
they
still
could
loses.
No, here's the thing about the ego of Vegeta and Goku. We're gonna move on right after this. Is that they can literally beat? They could have beat him immediately, but it said, "All right, let's start from base. Let's start from Super Saiyan. Let's start from Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah,
Let's start from
if
Super
they
Saiyan
fuse-
God. Let's start from if they not even fuse. If he would have went to Super Saiyan God out the gate, the fight is over
'Cause
immediately.
he doesn't
no
have
way-
that.
he
He
wouldn't-
doesn't have that chance to
He
grow.
wouldn't have been able to catch up. No.
Yeah, he would have been in cage. Even with G was about to kill him, and they were just like, yo, chill out. If he would have just went all the way from the beginning with that move, like, let me get you up out of here, bro. I ain't got time to fuck around with you.
That's
Gone.
the end of the movie.
It's,
Yeah, they
it's
literally
a
could've turned-
5-minute movie.
They could have turned to the original Super Saiyan God and just been like,
Ended him.
and then just put him out into the universe. And it's
Yeah,
over.
he would've-
suffocated.
Yeah.
Would have been it.
Okay. So next pick.
Bio
is,
Broly. Fuck you, Fred.
I specifically stated. Let me start. You want
I
to watch my time for
specifically
me,
said-
I'll
Ron?
watch your time.
Okay. Go
I'll
ahead.
keep you honest. Go ahead.
I specifically said future Trunks. Okay, future Trunks to me, he came on the fucking scene and had one of the best intros in this series ever. Literally came off watching this guy, the biggest and strongest villain, just barely get by, barely lose. He comes to Earth and we don't even know who this kid is, and he smokes him out within seconds, and then smokes his dad out within seconds. One of the best intros. Character design, probably the best character design in all of Dragon Ball, period.
All of anime.
All of anime, to be honest with you. Has a sword, uses it pretty well. I don't think I need a whole bunch more time, But I think, well, I say this too. Even when you got into the Dragon Ball Super, changes his design a little bit. Still dope. Still had some boss moves in there. Could have ended a little bit better, but he still had a great moment in there. And I just think I do think there's some misses in his character, but to me, he's my favorite because he came on the scene just balls to the wall, fucked shit up, and he looked the dopest. And he reminded me of myself. He was a pretty boy that can get it in. So
He's gonna, and Keenan will leave his remaining 20 seconds on the clock.
no. Go ahead.
I mean, Future Trunks is dope. Like, I mean, like, there's not much to say. I mean, the biggest thing you could say about him is he was a loser. Like, that's why he came to the future, because he's like, we lost.
Okay.
And I was a part of the losing team. So let me go back as somebody who's already had the experience and learned from all the losses that we took and come back and then beat you guys before you got to the level I'm on. So it's like, you could say he's cheating all the way through in one perspective. You know, it's like, I'm going to go save the future, or I'm just going to be one of the most powerful people in the current time because I already had all the time to train in the future against people more powerful than you guys are right now.
He had time to train with, who was he training in the future with?
Future Gohan.
Future Gohan was not that strong, guys. All right.
He was still.
He's the
training.
only one surviving these,
and
these motherfuckers.
And he was fighting the
that
androids.
motherfucker had one arm. He wasn't as good as y'all saying he was.
Everybody else got killed by the people he survived.
And then did you remember how Gohan got that one arm?
Let me ask y'all this: if Trunks if Future Trunks could have trained with Vegeta, Goku, and Gohan while they were there, and Piccolo and all them guys get all that knowledge,
And why couldn't he?
they were fucking dead.
They were dead.
Oh, and who survived?
Gohan.
Gohan.
Yeah.
Gohan survived.
Oh, he died too.
But he survived.
what happened?
And who did he save? Who did he save?
And
I
how
was
did he get his arm missing? What happened to his arm?
At the end of the day,
What happened to Gohan's arm?
it got cut off.
But how? What was he doing?
Protecting a child. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Protecting a young man.
Yeah.
Protecting a young teenager.
And
as
what
he
was
should.
what was his name?
They was Trunks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what?
All right.
So what?
Trunks is.
No, not yet.
What
Go
you
ahead, Rob.
mean?
Not yet.
Oh no. I mean,
No. This I got a plan.
Okay. I mean, I was just gonna say. I mean, listen. I know the Android saga. They took heavily from Terminator. I believe Toriyama saw Terminator was just like, I'm doing that. So he basically brought that into Dragon Ball, and I think that was a big part of why he tried to give like Trunks the cool look. Honestly, one of my biggest disappointments with what eventually became adult Gohan is like he had the Z sword and he didn't get to use it. Trunks uses the Z sword and he looks dope doing it. Even the fact when like King Cold like is just like, oh, let me see that.
Let me see that. Yeah.
He hands it over and then tries to stop it or tries to cut him down.
Yeah.
And he just catches that shit. That was a cold moment.
Hey man. I mean, this is gonna be. We have to go into two different things here, but go ahead, Ice, and it's gonna lead into something. It's gonna lead into pretty much least favorite. Go ahead.
Trunks is the Park Mujin of Dragon Ball Z. Comes in hot, gives us a hand on the island level of power, and then turns out to be nothing. Nothing. Imagine getting your ass whooped so much that you go back in the time.
Okay.
What? You got your ass whooped so bad that you said, fuck it, I'm going to go back in time. My biggest thing, you know what? Trunks lost all respect for me when he quit in the Cell fight. When he quit, you didn't even die. You didn't even go out fighting the Saiyan way. You said, fuck it, and quit. That's some whole shit to me. You a hoe in my book. The look, 100%. How he came in, not only one of the greatest moments in Dragon Ball history, but the greatest moments in anime history. That's a moment that if somebody, especially in the 90s, early 2000s, if they want to watch, should I watch Dragon Ball Z? This is a why should you watch Dragon Ball Z moment. Fucking Frieza had them in the 6 stages of hell for a season, and he pulls up and finishes them like that, and his daddy. Killed you and your daddy. After that, nothing. After that, gets fucking obliterated by Cell. He gets super big and buff because he thinks that's the way to go. Vegeta already had peeped that ain't the way to do it, and he didn't find out till after he got his ass smoked out. Oh my God, I was making fun of my dad this entire time, but he saw the shit and I didn't. You got all these years of knowledge. You went back, you came back. You know what's happening, man?
Well, he didn't know anything about Cell. Let's address the Park Mujin thing. Let me tell you something. Park Mujin. That is a horrible comparison.
How?
Park Mujin smash people that weren't shit. We don't know who these people. They were regular humans. He didn't come out the gate and smash like a character that we was like, yo, that motherfucker.
I'm
strong.
talking about the level of power that he had to where we were so hyped about Park Mugen. Were we not?
We were very
said
hyped
this
about
man
what's this guy
opened
gonna
up
do.
with his hand on a fucking
But
island.
here's the thing: we got a chance to see Trunks do something. We ain't see Park Mugen do a
But I'm talking about the level of what he did.
I'm just talking about in general.
We were
it
hyped,
doesn't. Well, I let you get your shit off. All right, let's get your stuff off. All right. Here's the thing: all these characters are flawed. I'm not going to sit here and say Future Trunks is not flawed. I definitely. That's the reason why I didn't say Trunks as a whole is because I almost picked Kid Trunks as my worst because I was just like they just left a whole bunch of shit on the cutting room floor for him. I'm not going to sit here and say that Trunks is just. I say he's my favorite. He ain't the greatest, you know.
But your favorite's a loser
I mean.
And a quitter.
and a quitter.
Your favorite Swamp Thing. I don't want to hear shit from you.
No,
I don't want to hear.
your
I don't want to hear. I
favorite-
want to hear a fucking thing
Your
from you.
favorite quit. At least he
And,
didn't quit.
and my particular character. First of all, your character has no W's that you picked.
Who?
Kaba. He has no W's.
Kaba.
Kaba. Don't try to fix a name because your character's trash. He has no W's.
He's
not
trash?
even the.
He's like
not
Ice
even,
now.
He's not even the strongest. He's like he came out the gate as the strongest Saiyan, and within a few episodes, he's the least strongest Saiyan in his universe, or out of his main characters. Out the gate.
Okay.
I mean, shit, you can say the same for Trunks.
No, he's not. You can't.
You can. He
can't.
immediately in the Cell Saga went from like the
Vegeta,
top dog
Goku.
to the least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did actually. He
Yeah.
dropped all the way down.
He was stronger than Vegeta. What are we talking about here?
he came-
He's literally stronger than Vegeta in there.
Then why did he lose to? Like he gave up though.
Did you?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he gave up. Did you see what?
And
the
who
reason
peop-
why? The reason
who-
why Cell literally kills or almost kills Trunks is because he's the only threat left besides Gohan. He's the only threat. He didn't give a fuck about Vegeta. He laughed at him. And then
And
Vegeta had his boss move. He did what he did. He's the reason why Gohan ended up winning. But that's why Cell killed him. He said, look, the only one that's even strong enough, when they were fighting the Cell Juniors, Cell said it out of his mouth. The only one strong enough here to even take them on, really, is Trunks. The rest of y'all fucking about to be food in a second.
And then what happened?
How is he the weakest Saiyan?
And then what happened?
I'm just countering what y'all saying. Y'all not speaking facts.
He did. He within the Cell Saga.
what is
he went
potential
to the
not realized,
weakest.
Keenan?
It went.
No. He just said, y'all just said he's
No, I
the
said,
weakest Saiyan.
what is potential not realized? If he doesn't use the strength, does he have
And
it?
he quits. And then in that
did.
moment, Goku and Gohan are better. He's third right there. At that moment,
That's fine.
Goku Gohan. So that's the same
Out the
thing.
gate, it was already Goku. When he first met Goku, Goku's already stronger than him.
I mean, I feel like this is a good opportunity to transition into our least favorite Saiyans because I feel like Ice at this point has almost already had his time.
I mean, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's why I did it, because it was like, it's going to pretty much be, yeah.
I mean, I don't have nothing else to say. He's a quick.
Yeah.
That's why he's a hold of me. All the other stuff, and then you can even take it to Super. He gets the Super Saiyan Blue-esque power, and then has Zamusu, whatever his name is, on the ropes.
beats
and-
him. And then what happens? The fucking writers give
Oh,
some
now
bullshit.
it's the writers.
It's the same thing with.
Oh,
I mean,
my God.
we gave writers.
Right, but we still hold Vegeta to that standard.
Okay.
Fucking Brennan destroys Vegeta, and yeah, it's the writers, but he still destroys Vegeta for that reason.
So here's my issue with anybody saying that Trunks is, because we're going to now least favorites. All right. Here's my issue with somebody saying like this, is that Trunks is the least favorite. My issue is that Goten GT exists. Okay, he exists in this fucking world.
He does.
Again,
Am I on the wrong camera or something? Okay, yeah.
That one.
Goten GT exists. There's not. Oh, did you start my time?
I've not started your
Okay,
time.
but I'll end a little early.
We'll call it a minute.
Okay, he's fucking horrible. Goten GT gets on the scene, and all of a sudden cuts his hair, so you don't like his father because he has daddy issues because he wasn't here for him either. All right. Then he doesn't even want to fight in the future in GT.
he's like into fashion. and
He's into
shit.
fashion. He's into girls. Hey, cool. Hey, man, I understand. You're a
Runs
little
in the
older.
family.
Women are beautiful. I get it, Goten. I get it, Goten GT. But for y'all to sit up here and say that he's the least favorite when this fucking bum exists in these Pan, garbage. Whatever Pan you want to give up, garbage. Vegeta's brother, hot garbage. Tarble. I mean, Turles, garbage. There's a lot of other garbage Saiyans,
But
I don't mind him being not on your top. I don't mind him being in the middle somewhere. I don't mind him being at the bottom. But saying he's the least favorite when these other fucking bums. We got who's the other one? Brawl. What does Brawl do, bro? You even know who Brawl is? Do you ever remember Brawl?
Is that like a third kid or
That's
something?
Trunks' second. That's Vegeta's second kid.
Never even heard of him.
Exactly. Exactly. That is my fucking point. That's my tie with that. That's the only reason why. Goten GT worst.
That's like somebody saying Kyle Murray is their least favorite player in the NBA. And you start going off, well, it's this bench player and this bench player and this bench player and this bench player. We don't care about them. They're not the dogs.
Goten's not a bench player.
They're
Goten
not
and
the
Trunks
dogs. They're not
they
the
shouldn't be a bench player. They should be on the same level as Goten
They're
and
not
Trunks.
the dogs. We putting people on a certain amongst the people that play that are getting clock. We say he's I'm not saying Kyle Murray's. I'm not saying that at all. But Jamal Murray is garbage. But I'm just saying that's like when you're on that level. If you're getting clock and you're playing, you're garbage in comparison to other people that you're playing with. Goten, Trunks, all them young ones, they're not in that field.
They're in the game.
They're bench players.
They're in the game more than Future Trunks. Future Trunks he gets 2 little arcs. That's it.
They're still bench players. There's never been a moment
Trunks
that was
is
just
technically
like
a bench player. If that's the case, he's not even
you
on the show technically.
You can't come in like
But
that
he's not on the show technically.
and then come back like that. Like
He's
he
not on the
came in,
show.
whatever the case may be, he came in hard, and you can't fade to black like
How
that.
did he fade to black when he went back to his future and
After-
took care of
with a-
business?
After
He
and
took care of
he
hey,
caught a
hey,
he
everybody.
fought a imperfect sale.
Hey, everybody.
That he watched.
He saved his whole future.
after getting
was
his
successful.
ass
He got
whooped.
you know what you do? You get your ass whooped. You go train and get stronger.
No, that
That's what
wasn't
you do.
training.
You
That's
train and you
that's
get-
not training.
He literally trained with Vegeta in the spirit of time. He got stronger
he went
hyperbolic
but he,
time
Yeah,
chamber.
but
Yes.
he went back
and went back
after the L.
and got a
After
W.
after his friend lost his life.
Sounds like resilience. Sounds
Sounds-
like he got through something.
sounds like a
lost
hoe.
his friend, went back after taking an L from them,
Sounds
went back
like
and
a
got
hoe.
a W. Sounds like a champion to me.
Sounds like a hoe to
Sounds
me.
like a champion.
Sounds
Go
like
ahead,
a
Brennan.
quitter to
Go
me.
ahead, Brennan.
No, I was gonna say what else we
Sounds
got,
like a
guys?
champion.
I
No,
don't-
you don't have anything to say?
Nothing.
Okay, trash. Rob?
No, I mean, listen, GT Goten is. I see what you're saying, guys. He doesn't get a lot of time on-screen time, so
They
you're
don't
like,
matter.
he shouldn't
Neither
matter.
does Future
But
Trunks.
that's exactly why. I mean, GT Goten is absolutely trash.
Oh,
Like,
he's terrible.
He's not good. He's not even on the bench. He's G League. Like he's not even just.
He's not even in the league.
He's
Right.
not.
We don't talk
he
about
said
them.
he's out. I'm out of the game.
Where-
I'm into. Clearly, it runs in the family, girls fashion. Like
Yeah.
they're not about the
They
fighting
can't.
life.
Those Saiyans, all they know is fighting. So when somebody drop that ass on them, and they have saying that, that's the human side coming out of them.
That's fine. Trump was out here pulling too, man. You know what it didn't do? It didn't distract him. He out here dating an 80-year-old.
They had no
Whatever the
father
fuck she is.
figure.
How old is she right now? 80?
Goten had no father figure.
True.
He
Trunks
was not
didn't either.
around.
Trunks' dad died. He didn't even know his dad.
He had Gohan.
Yeah, go, huh?
Still had him.
Big bro.
Big bro. Dad, surrogate.
I do wonder though, how did if their timeline went right and the androids killed all the first unit of Saiyans, how did Trunks and them stay alive? Because they were kids. So they wasn't even really thought of for real. So like, how did they stay alive through that time frame?
Well, it's actually interesting if you look into the future Gohan timeline. It says that he actually taught himself how to go Super Saiyan while kind of like training and hiding from them until he could actually fight them and defend himself against them.
Yeah. I mean, I think the storyline is all over the place, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't think it's necessarily.
Was Gohan out there fighting too?
Gohan was actually, I think he was fighting, coming back, and then. I don't even think he was even. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't even getting trained. Future Trunks actually had probably the least training out of a lot of these like you said, these big dogs. He didn't even get training from the Kais, bro. Like none of them helped this kid out. He had to pretty
Don't
much
come
like you
in
said,
like that if you ain't got the proper training.
I mean, he
don't
went in-
don't be dunking in the layup line if you only gonna drop 5
He didn't dump
points.
the layup line. He killed. He pretty much saved his own father and all of them. When Frieza came to Earth, if Trunks doesn't step in, it's a problem.
I don't know.
You think Vegeta beats Frieza at that time? I don't know. He's
There's
not,
no other Super Saiyans amongst that group at the time.
I
Yeah.
think it's
okay,
it's
Brandon?
a.
no problem.
I think it's. I would like to see that fight. He definitely beating King Cold.
Oh,
definitely.
Vegeta is. I think he
Yeah.
smokes him out. Easy
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's my pick. GT Goten. I just think I'm just picking off.
He's
you
garbage.
can pick. I'm just going off any Saiyans you can pick from. It's not. I'm not looking at only these ones count. Nah,
I just
that's-
don't
you
think
could
that they
pick-
because
yeah.
Brennan picked Kaba, who also does not have a lot of
Yeah,
clock.
and it's like, I don't want to hear none of that bullshit.
I just think it's just like if somebody say who's the most overrated or worst player in the NBA, you're not going to name a bench player because they're not even
Trunks
in
is
the,
technically a bench player though. There's only technically 2 starters. You can't even call Gohan necessarily a starter. The 2 starters are Vegeta and Goku. Everybody else is kind of riding the bench. If you're talking from a serious perspective, like I said, Trunks is only in one little thing in
But
Dragon
that's
Ball.
not little though.
I'm
I mean,
saying-
it's little in the grand scheme of the whole.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's still that's a prominent part.
What
though.
I'm saying, he's only in there technically twice. If he was continuously in the series, I could probably even be more on your side with it. I'd be like, all right, I got to step back, especially if they're not giving him W's, right? So I would be like, I get that. I'm not like blinded by any of this. I'm like, I understand that there's tiers and there's
I
levels.
wish you guys had that mentality a couple years ago when I called him overrated.
I mean, I had that. I literally made pretty much the same points. But Rob, who do you have
All right.
as your least favorite Saiyan?
My least favorite Saiyan, going from that same point of time that Brennan's pulling from, I'm going with Kale. Kale is my least favorite Saiyan. First of all, let's just start with the name. Kale is gross. Nobody likes it. Even if you say you like it, you don't. All right?
Sweet
You just eat
like
kale
that.
because you're trying to be healthy and you're lying to
Terrible
yourself.
smoothies. You're right.
Terrible. She has the personality of a wet bag of garbage. She's essentially the Shinji of Dragon Ball Super.
shit.
Everybody is telling her how strong she is, the potential she has, and she needs to be given a pep talk anytime anybody needs anything from her. She has no sense of self, completely dependent on Khalifa. Basically, just like, what do I do? Tell me how to act. What do you want me to be? How should I be? And she's completely possessive too. She goes berserk when Khalifa even takes the smallest interest in somebody else, whether it be Kaba, whether it be Goku. She just goes nuts.
Are
Because
they
like,
related? I still haven't seen Tournament of
Nobody
Power.
related.
they're not
So
related.
they're
No,
boyfriend and girlfriend, or is
they're
No,
just
just-
no two girls.
Oh, they're two girls.
Yep,
Yeah.
two girls. And
Yeah.
I mean, she's basically, I mean, some things change when she goes berserk. She gets, she's basically the Universe 6 Broly, but
Yeah.
all that does is remind us of the character in the series who has done that better, which is Broly, which is what she is. She's just a bargain bin, dollar store, blue light special Broly. That's all Kale is.
light special.
I'm
Wow.
done. I don't want, I'm not here for Kale. You can keep it. I mean, her only redemption is when she merges with Cauliflower.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Bargain.
it.
I mean, she literally
you leave the time on the board?
identical.
Yeah, you lead the time on the board.
Ooh, Rob he's very confident in what he just said.
Confident in my least favorite pick of Kale.
Anybody got any rebuttals?
I don't.
No, that was really well
Oh,
said. I just came
you
on
haven't
that,
seen the
like-
Tournament of Power, right? So, okay. Yeah, it's actually difficult to rebuttal what you're saying. I mean, I like the potential of her too, but I feel like if they could just let her be a dog, but I feel like they were trying to purposely give her the opposite effect, I guess, for Broly. Broly kind of coming in there like, yo, I want the smoke, but this time you get this girl in here who's like sweet and kind, but when it's like sour and sweet, I guess, type thing. It's like she's, oh, okay, I don't want any. Hey, why is everybody fighting? This is scary. Then all of a sudden she's like, oh, I'm fucking everybody up, and she has.
Does she fuck everybody up?
I mean,
She gets a few knockouts,
yeah,
but like
in the Tournament of Power, she comes in there and everybody's like, what the fuck is
no
happening?
big names.
But I would say this. This is when I think it was just when we first saw Jiren. Jiren comes through and smokes her out in a second. Like, yo, get the fuck up out of here, man. You wildin'. Sit your ass down. This is for the real players out here. And he went back to
This for the
meditate.
real players?
Yeah, he went back to meditate right afterwards. He smoked her out, went back to meditate.
Eyes
Like, hey,
closed.
I ain't got time for this
He's
shit.
asleep.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's hard to argue that. I mean, maybe she's not the. I think the only thing I can argue is that she shouldn't be a. I mean, I can't say she's least favorite, but she's not the worst Saiyan, I guess. So I'm not arguing the least favorite, but she's not the worst Saiyan in my opinion.
She's
but,
my least favorite, like Saiyan on screen. When she's on screen, I'm just like, let's keep it rolling. Who's next?
Understandable.
Who's
Yeah.
So
next?
you'd rather see like Goten on screen than her? Because like Goten doesn't ever do anything.
I mean, he
Like
went,
you could argue they're very similar in the sense of like until he merges with Trunks.
but at least he's got like
Yeah.
I still like Goten's like not
What?
not GT Goten.
about to say.
Child Goten, like at least like he's just like
He's
he's
funny.
excited, he's funny, he
Yeah.
wants to be like he's about to smoke, he likes to hang out with Trunks. They fuse, they have a super cocky attitude. Like
Super Ghost Kami attack.
they got the jokes with stuff like that, the super
Yeah.
donut or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like Goten certainly not strongest on his own, but not a wet paper bag like she is.
yeah, he at least has some type of personality.
Who would
where
win
it's
if
like,
they
yeah.
fought?
Oh,
Kate-
she wins. She
She
destroys him.
would Hulk-
Gotenks loses too?
Oh, it
Hulk
would be
smash him.
super bad. Yeah. it would
Go
be bad.
Tanks?
No,
because they can go Super Saiyan 3, which
that might be actually a nice little battle.
I think I'd say she wins only because the limited time that they can be. They're only 30 minutes. That's why
Right.
they lost every battle they were in.
yeah, they would have smoked out Boo, to be honest, too. They were fucking around. Yeah, that's
What about them? Her fused with whoever the other person is versus Gotenks.
Oh,
she's
yes.
smoking them out. They're smoking them
The
out.
only person
Yeah.
that beat that was like
Yeah,
was
Ultra
Instinct
Goku.
Goku.
Yeah. Yeah. and that was awesome.
I
And
need to get around to watch
that
it.
got them in Fighter Z. That form got them in Fighter Z.
Yeah.
She's clearly not big enough to be on her own, but they put the fusion in there. So
Well, and also too, I think with them, I think they were also so new at fighting. She wasn't even a fighter. Like Kale's not even a fighter like that. It was just like that was her. I forgot how to say her name, Kefla or whatever. That was Khalifa or whatever. That was like her friend. She's like, I want you to kind of just fight with me too. You know what I'm saying? Because you're my friend. I think if you give them time and experience, and you have somebody train them, especially train them at Fused or train the other girl, Kefla or whatever her name is, she's gonna be a monster. She's going to possibly. They're training her to be like.
They fuse like this?
No earrings.
they had the
Pitara
earrings.
earrings.
Pitara, yeah.
Pitara earrings. All right. So if no other rebuttals, we go to the next one, last and final one for our least favorite, Brendan.
Brennan.
Close.
I just closed my. No, I closed because the battery about to die. I'm trying to think like what did I say?
I got my charger if you need it.
Oh, yeah, it was too far.
Didn't you text it to the group?
I just did. Yeah.
You said King Vegeta.
Oh, easy. Okay, yeah. So King Vegeta. The reason I want to love King Vegeta, like every single time King Vegeta shows up on camera, I'm always excited. 'Cause I'm like, shit's about to go down. And every single time I'm right in the way that I don't expect. Like Frieza disrespects the shit out of the King of the Monkeys.
Yeah.
Beerus disrespects the shit out of the King of Monkeys. Like literally everyone.
He's
except-
on his knees a lot.
You have to say King of Monkeys. He is on his knees a lot. That's
Isn't that what Frieza calls him?
He's on his knees a lot.
He's on his knees a lot. Like he's the one who bowed to Frieza in the first place.
True.
He's the one who didn't see Frieza coming and killing everybody in the first place. His leadership led the Saiyans to disgrace and destruction.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That's what happened. He was the last king of planet
It was
Vegeta.
on his watch.
Literally, his namesake was the name of the planet that got destroyed under his watch. The only person that almost stopped it was Goku's dad.
Boy,
You know what I'm saying?
dog.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like he didn't do shit. Like he brought like if you look and read into him, he brought together the different tribes of Saiyans so that they could start conquering planets. For Frieza,
Yeah.
it wasn't for planet Vegeta. It wasn't for the Saiyans. Like he turned the Saiyans into the slaves of Frieza Corps.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like he's the one. He's the slave that would sell the other slaves to them.
Yep.
That's King Vegeta.
Oh,
Catch a
you
Freeman?
Catch
a Freeman?
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's King
Oh,
Vegeta.
shit.
And then if you want to take it a step further, every problem we have with Vegeta is because of what his father instilled in him.
True. And
His ego,
and he
his
didn't-
inability to take an L. You know what I'm saying? Like
The fact, yeah, well,
you're the prince of all the
And he
Saiyans of
al-
a
he
planet that got
says that.
destroyed by ego.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like everything about him is trash.
Are you
Time.
calling him a
Time.
sellout?
you got
100%.
It is time. So
Yeah, rebut that. Somebody.
no, I mean
Fuck.
honestly,
Oh.
that is absolutely true. No, I mean even to the point where he's just like in this new Broly movie when he's just like, who's this kid next to mine? And they're like, oh, he's got like a really strong power level. He could be great. He's like, get him off my
Send
planet.
him
Yeah.
off the
Instead
Put him
planet.
in the fucking backwater
Instead of seeing the
planet.
potential and to save your fucking race,
You
Right.
should be the A1 defender of our race.
That's
and
number
you should
one, yes.
be my son's bodyguard.
Yes.
You should be the king of my vanguard.
he should have been the Nappa.
He
Yeah.
should have been the vanguard
Yeah.
of the
Damn,
entire
yeah.
planet.
Bro, imagine if Broly went to Earth instead of Nappa.
There were well,
Oh,
first,
my God.
it would've-
Oh,
imagine if
shit.
he would have went instead of Radix.
Yeah,
They need to do
Yeah.
a what if of that.
that would be
Well,
crazy.
there's no what if. We know what would happen. Boom.
That would
Like,
be-
that's
it'd
the
be a
whole.
No
wrap.
Dragon Ball Z.
It'd be a wrap.
Hey, Brennan, man, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. That was a great fucking
great
defense.
pick.
That's
Yeah.
a great,
great
fucking
pick.
defense.
Yeah.
Dog.
Great
I got
reason.
it. I
mean-
wasn't even expecting all that. I was expecting somebody like to bow down. He kind of, but you went into some comparison slave shit. Fuck, bro, that hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, without
I hate King Vegeta. If you haven't picked up on it,
without King Vegeta,
the only thing good about him is his goatee.
without
hate
King
it, though,
Vegeta,
dude.
we don't get any of this though.
Without King Vegeta, we have way more Saiyans.
Let me tell you something.
we-
That- if
We
that's-
have more than we
If
have.
that's the best argument we got, that shows you this motherfucker might be the least.
We don't have a Trunks.
But we have a whole planet full of other Saiyans
We
that
don't
all
have
can
a
learn how to go Super
Vegeta.
Saiyan. They still could all turn into the great apes. They could liberate themselves.
Exactly. If King Vegeta would have utilized the most powerful Saiyans and the powerful forms of the Saiyans, I think they get rid of Frieza. I think he operated off a lot of fear and a lot of wholeness.
Yeah.
And that's all you can really say. Like, yeah. And I think even Vegeta, to be honest with you, he doesn't respect his father all the way.
No.
'Cause, I mean, even
he
when
hates Frieza.
when the Super Broly movie came out, even he's just like, man, that's my dad, bro. That ain't me,
That's
fam.
not me.
That ain't what I do. That was pretty much that sucker. That's how I took it. That was that punk ass
He
motherfucker.
essentially, that's exactly
Yeah.
what he said.
And I was just like,
Oh yeah, when Broly pulled up,
put
like,
up on
my-
the second, yeah. Man, that ain't me, bro. That's that motherfucker. That ain't got nothing to do with him.
I'm not,
mean-
and he not fighting on his name either. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm fighting you just because you.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting you because of what my dad did. Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's like, your father did this to us, and he's just like, I don't give a fuck about my dad. It's about if you want to fight, we'll fight. But
So nobody has anything good to say about the king of all Saiyans,
bro,
King Vegeta.
that was
Nah,
a
man.
great fucking. That was a legit argument.
The fall of the entire Saiyan race
mean, he created
happened
a-
on his watch. Like
he
what,
created a universe
out of his failure.
out of his failure.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I see just a subsidiary thing, L, that I want to give Vegeta for this as well, is that like Vegeta is the keeper of all Saiyan culture.
Yeah,
What has
Yeah.
he passed on?
I mean, he was
Fighting.
teaching.
Yeah, but I mean, kind
That's
of.
it.
He didn't even really train Trunks like that.
He
he
trained.
didn't train Trunks really at all. to be
That's what I'm
honest.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did he pass on? Vegeta's the only one who lived on planet Vegeta and remembers it.
yeah, and that wasn't even the original
No
planet.
food, no music, no language.
Yeah, he didn't pass no.
That's what I'm
culture
saying.
down.
Literally, no culture has been passed down. All he does is yell. All he
Wow.
does is yell all the time. I'm the prince of all Saiyans. That's
What's
it.
that mean?
Exactly. It means nothing because the planet is destroyed
Remember
and your dad,
Frieza- remember
your
Frieza
dad
said
was a
that?
sellout.
Resurrection of F.
Yeah,
he said,
Frieza went in. The
he was
prince
just
of
like,
nobody.
Yeah, the prince of nobody. That was that was
Oh.
cold.
That's a burn.
All right. I mean, yeah. Let's just move on because that was just
yeah,
strong, bro.
That was classic.
Yeah.
That was probably the strongest argument. I got literally nothing for you.
I see myself getting clipped.
Yeah. I both like.
Keenan's over here like, oh, this is definitely a clip.
Oh, absolutely. So all right, your favorite Saiyan might not actually be the best Saiyan. So who is the best Saiyan? It could be your favorite, but it might not be. Rob, what do you have as the best Saiyan?
For me, for my dollar, I'm saying the best Saiyan, Dragon Ball Super Broly. This is the epitome of Saiyan greatness. He's put on a planet as a baby alone and manages not only to survive but befriend some of these massive, huge, dangerous beasts on the planet. With only his father's training, he's able to reach such incredible strength that his father needs a control collar to keep his anger and power in check. He is about the action. When directed to fight, he does so with no hesitation, taking on Goku, Vegeta fearlessly, even without a Super Saiyan form. He's also clearly fiercely loyal, training, with the ear of his long lost monster friend as part of his garb. He wears that in his memory. He even goes further berserk in his fight against Goku and Vegeta when Frieza tells him his father, who was a dirtbag, by the way, when he's just like, oh my God, your dad just got killed. That makes him go to that Super Saiyan berserk level. He goes there because he's got loyalty to his dad. Of course,
Who is trash?
over the course of the fight, he gets stronger and stronger. We see him able to push both Goku and Vegeta to their limits, even in their blue form. And we see he's able to beat Golden Frieza senseless for over hours as they're trying to get that fusion dance down. The only way they're able to get this guy under control is by fusing, powering up to the Super Saiyan blue form to just take on this one guy who, again, before this battle did not even have a Super Saiyan form or any fighting experience other than just his dad. And when it's over, there's no grudge. It's all just part of the game. He goes away. Goku and Vegeta go theirs, and they are able to keep the door open for future collabs. They're just like, hey, if you want to train, you can always hit me up and we'll get this band back together. He's still out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that they did that because the first movie they didn't. They pretty much ended
That's it.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
then they gave him a second one, and then they gave him that horrible third one. Anybody got any rebuttals?
I mean, first of all, I'm gonna just put it out there. Rob, you just made a really good argument.
I appreciate that.
That was a solid argument. The only thing I'll say is that as a Saiyan, speaking from the argument that Rob took here was really focusing on let's go back to Planet Vegeta. Let's go by King Vegeta's rules of what a Saiyan is. That's the only culture that was passed down to Vegeta is ruthless killing. Broly definitely epitomizes that to an extent because the loyalty doesn't really seem to be a big thing in the Saiyan culture.
That is actually true.
At all. They fight and kill each other all the time and sell each other out. So I don't think that's a necessarily Saiyan trait.
King Vegeta.
I really hate King Vegeta. So I'd say that your argument is strong in the sense of how strong he is, but representing what a Saiyan truly is, I don't think he necessarily does that.
Maybe what they should be.
Yeah, I think maybe
Murderous
that's
monsters?
if you look at it from that, this is what I think Saiyan should aspire to be. I think that's a better argument than saying that this is the best Saiyan. This is what Saiyan should aspire to. So I'll go with that. I'll take that.
All right.
Okay. Anybody else? Any rebuttals? Anything?
I mean, he was my favorite, so.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I can,
Yeah, you
when
got
you
it.
said that, I was like, I mean, I see it. I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I think this is a good pick because you specifically said Super Broly. Because if you would have said, "Oh," it would have been there would be some rebuttals
Yeah.
in there, but not even just with that, it would be rebuttals from even the other, the original Broly. I think this one, like you said, at least door open for potential, just other movies, bringing him
No,
into.
he's gonna be a
the
good guy.
series.
There's gonna be somebody else that's worse than Broly. He's gonna come. He's gonna come and try to stall him out.
Yeah.
Goku and Vegeta figure some stuff
But
out.
I can't see Broly losing 1-on-1.
Somebody's
I-
gonna do it. I think
Outside
Jiren.
of
I think
gods.
Jiren would give
Jiren.
Broly.
Jiren.
Jiren would give. He would give Broly some problems.
Well, the reason why he would is because he's not going to be fucking with him. Well, I'm sorry, maybe he is because he actually wants to see the strongest of you. Because remember,
I mean, Jiren, I feel you, but like after fighting Goku, like I think he's gonna be like, I ain't fucking with these Saiyans. I know what they're about.
yeah, that
You
could be.
know what I'm
That
saying?
could be, it could be that.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a good guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
could be
Jiren
that.
in his own universe.
And
Yeah,
Broly,
he's a hero technically.
and Broly definitely comes off as a bad guy, even though he's not. He comes off as a bad.
Well,
guy.
we don't know how he's going to be now.
I think he's gonna be a good guy. He got a
No,
woman.
I'm
he got
saying,
a woman.
yeah, he got his woman, but I'm saying, his how he's going to be introduced
we all-
now. To
And
these-
that one dude just like sitting in the corner,
The
just
bird?
like,
The guy is watching.
like,
Like,
hey,
y'all
can I
go
come to
ahead
the
and-
planet with you?
Yeah. We don't need you, bro. You're not even needed. in
Third
this shit.
wheeling. Third
You
wheeling.
better
Why
be
would
able
you
to
want to
cook,
see
bro.
that? Why would you want to watch
I
that?
don't know.
You
set?
better be able to cook.
It's gonna be
That's all I
rough.
ask. You are our chef and maid.
Okay. Ice, man. Who's the best Saiyan, in your opinion?
Goku. And let's get it straight. I'm not a fan of Goku in any sense of the word. He's probably one of my least favorite Saiyans. Like he's damn near neck and neck with Trunks for several reasons. I don't know if there was a clip circulating for the past couple weeks of Brennan going into very explicit detail on why he's garbage, and I agree with all of those statements. So I won't say those. But
Oh, is that the fatherhood thing?
yeah,
Okay, got it.
he wins. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. Even when we were talking about many moons ago, when we were talking about Ash Ketchum, and they was Brennan was calling him overrated and stuff. He wins, and I think that's what makes you the best. I think whenever any
Are
time
you,
that
are you a Tom Brady fan?
nah, somewhat,
Okay, just
yeah,
curious. Go on.
somewhat,
Respect him.
yeah, somewhat. Anytime that there's any sports conversation, there's that elite people. You have LeBron, you have Kobe, you have Jordan. And in other sports, you have, the 3 or 4 people that in the GOAT conversation. And the deciding factor usually is wins. And that's what Jordan has over both Kobe and LeBron. Goku got wins. You can throw all these other names out, but when shit hits the fan, we can call it writing, we can call it plot armor, we can call it whatever we want. At the end of the day, the man's a winner. Even if he dies, he comes back and still wins. And you can't. That's what signifies the best is W's, and he has more than any Saiyan, probably combined.
Combined, I don't know. He's probably got almost as many losses as wins. If you want to be honest, he's lost to Beerus.
I mean, if you go back to Dragon
lost
Ball,
to-
he lost a lot.
he lost a lot in
He lost to
Dragon
Master
Ball.
Roshi.
He
lost
lost
to
to
Krillin.
Raditz. He got
He
kicked
lost
in
to
the
He's
Piccolo.
taking L's, but
yeah.
he's came back. Like I feel like all of those L's get washed once he gets that W. Like when you say when the shit hits the fan, it's Spirit Bomb time. He's always that guy. 2 seconds left, and outside of the Cell Saga, 2 seconds left on the clock. You got to pass him the ball. He makes that shot every single time.
He lost to Jiren, didn't get that W at all. Used a Spirit Bomb, still didn't do shit actually. I mean,
I think Ice makes a good point. but-
it's a good point of him being like. I understand he literally he only, like you said, it sucks because he only gets those W's because of plot armor. Because if he's not the main character and he's fighting these fights, these are L's for him. He lost to Vegeta. He didn't beat Vegeta.
no.
He did not beat Vegeta.
So like
wasn't that Yajirobe?
That
was like all of
Gohan
them.
sat
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
Gohan in the Ozaru form fell on him and crushed him, and that was the final blow that beat Vegeta.
yeah, and then Krillin was about to kill him.
And then Goku said no.
Yeah. But like, yeah, Goku's taking massive L's.
He kind of lost to Ginyu when he got his body stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He beat Frieza.
Yeah.
Can't take that from him.
Right.
He did not beat Cell.
Nope.
He did not beat Android 8 or what is it? 19.
He didn't have a chance to fight the androids.
He
The
had
second
the
half.
heart attack
Yeah.
against 19 and got his ass whooped,
Mhm.
right? Then he did not beat Cell. He beats Kid Buu, right? So that's a big W for him.
That's a big W. He loses to Goku Black. He loses to Zamasu. He loses to Merge Zamasu.
He needs Frieza's help to beat Jiren.
Frieza had to beat
And
Jiren.
Android 17.
And
Well,
Android
actually, Android
17.
Sam, yeah, he gets a W technically. Yeah, I mean,
He's got wins, but he does. I mean, a lot of his wins come with assists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's still the guy.
Yeah.
I think that what that is, I feel like some of those is like when Jordan was losing in the 80s.
He needed a Steve Kerr or something like that to hit
the
the shot.
Pistons
No, he needed
when
Scottie
he was
Pippen.
losing was losing to the bad boys and he was getting knocked around and he missed the playoff damn near 5, 6, 7 years. Like that was his time. But after that,
he still was losing. That's the thing. It's not the reason why that's a hard comparison. I see what you're trying to do. But that's a hard comparison because even when he has help with, which is his Pippen would be Vegeta technically, right? They're both of them are sometimes still taking L's or like he's taking a loss still. When Jordan got who he needed as an assist person, he didn't take any more L's after that.
but
So it's not. So I understand what you're trying to do with that comparison, but I think that's just a tough comparison. But I see what you're saying.
he's a winner. I think that's really, and he doesn't quit.
It's hard to say he's a winner when
he makes the team better.
I just think he's probably like, I mean, I feel like he has like as many all his significant wins he's damn near lost too. So it's like it's almost even. It's like to say he's a winner is like, well, he's a loser too. If you want to say that.
It's kind of, again, to basketball. When you go to build a team and you look at all the Saiyans and it's like, who I'm going to war with. If it was Olympic style type of thing, you look at all the Saiyans, you're picking Goku.
You gotta.
You're
don't
picking
disagree with
Goku.
that. You gotta pick him.
Or Broly.
That's it.
Yeah, I might pick.
It's like Goku or Broly.
That's
Because
it.
Goku's
That's
never been able to take Broly by himself.
That's that you have to pick him. When you see who do you start the team with.
So you'd be mad if it was Broly?
What you mean? If to
You,
pick,
they were like, no, you don't get Goku, you get Broly. You'd be like, oh,
no,
no.
Are you just speaking
I
about?
would-
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'll say this for Goku in the Tournament of Power. You know, being able to unlock the Ultra Instinct, that literally puts every god and angel that's watching that just goes, what the fuck?
Yeah, literally. Like I remember that in that moment. Is literally I watched it the other day. Was Beerus saying, "Whis, did he do it?" He was like, "Yeah." He was just like autonomous, and they're all standing up like
Because they can't even do that.
they were just like, "Yeah." There's only like maybe
He-
a few of us that could do that.
he
but
never
most of us
stays
can't.
stagnant. That's the biggest thing.
He does. He's always got a new
It's
color out of
something.
the crayon box.
He's
Well, yeah.
fucking the Billy Mays of anime. But
Yeah.
wait, there's more. And
Yeah.
he comes back every time with more.
for
I
sure.
feel like there's definitely a lot of bad things about Goku, and some good things about Goku. I think I feel like I see why he could be the best, but I see why somebody can be like he's the worst too. To be honest, because there's so many bad things about him. Whether he's a bad father, where he's gotten people killed, he makes bad decisions. Like he's a horrible decision maker because he's literally only fighting to see if you're stronger than me. I gotta see. And that's really it. It's not about anything else. He doesn't care about if fucking Earth blows up. He's a pretty bad guy, to be honest.
He's the reason that like
Yeah.
a bunch of universes got erased for that tournament to be the fact because he was the one that was like, we should do this, and Zeno-san was just like, all right,
yeah.
let's do it. He
Yeah,
put
I-
a lot of people's lives in danger for his pride,
I thought
which
Brennan,
is a very Saiyan trait. I
yeah,
don't know.
I actually thought Brennan. I thought Brennan actually had some ill will towards Goku. Nothing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, y'all hit it pretty good, though. So, I mean,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I already have the whole rant about the fatherhood thing. So,
Okay, that's true.
That's true. You're on record.
I'll let you end it off. So I'll go next. To me, and I guess I gotta be careful with mine a little bit. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
let me start that for you.
I gotta be careful with spoilers, but Dragon Ball Super Vegeta. I think nobody has seen, and I'm going off like character potential too, as the best saying. It's like nobody in this whole series has seen no better character development than Vegeta. It's not even almost close. This guy.
Are you including the manga?
So that's why I'm trying to be careful with spoilers. But I am including the manga. But yeah, I think.
I can't. It's like we can't
Yeah,
speak to it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm all right. I'm gonna go off. Hold on, let me pull up my goddamn time. To say that, I guess I'll stop it at where did you guys leave off at?
I mean, Tournament of
And then-
Power is
and
the
then the
last.
Tournament of Power,
That's the last.
Okay,
DB
he
Super
hasn't
thing
seen Tournament of
that's been on
Power, but
TV.
that's the best we can do.
I can talk to the Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, even Tournament of Power. If you want to even add that in there, he literally after he gets his own new form too. He gets stronger. He gets better. He checks his own ego for like the first time. He's kind of like, "Yo, Goku, man, this is up to you. Here's some of my power to finish this shit off, bro. Like, you got this for us for the pride of our Saiyan's sake. Like, you got to do this, bro. And you got to use my power to do this shit. I
Does
think
he learn Ultra Instinct too?
I
No.
can't talk about stuff like that.
Not in the
Right.
Tournament of Power. He does not.
He-
Yeah,
he
that's
does not.
what I'm going off of.
Yeah, he it was
No.
what's fucked up is he tries to mimic it and then it's not it. He has a moment and then they're just like, that's not. I think he's trying something, but that's not what it really is. But as a character and as a whole, what makes him to me the best Saiyan is because he's actually what you guys were saying about like I don't think we know what the Saiyans' history is in this particular universe. They don't really have one. They're in a whole new planet that's not even theirs. They got technology that's not even theirs. A lot of shit is not even their original stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't even think, besides their fighting culture, that's their only thing, and he exudes that to the 10th power.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I do think. Is he the best? I don't know, but I can certainly see why you might choose him. And it even goes back to kind of what I was saying about Gohan. What I really appreciate about Vegeta in Super is that he does show a lot of character development. You know, the fact that he is able to like care for his children, and when his daughter's born, he's just like showing Trunks how to hold her. That's not the same character we met in Dragon Ball Z. Not even close. Or even the fact that he's like, you know, he again forges his own path. He sees Goku's doing something. Maybe he does try to mimic the Ultra Instinct later on. I don't know. But Tournament of Power, I mean, he's just like, no, I'm going my own way. I'm doing my own form. And it's one of the dopest moments in the tournament when he has that like crazy Super Saiyan blue form.
Yeah,
where he goes nuts.
When he does that form, what he tries to do is Jiren does his little eye thing, and he does like the little Ultra Instinct moves, and then Whis actually calls it out in the Tournament of Power. Goes, is that Ultra Instinct? And it's like, nah, he's trying to mimic the move that Goku just did earlier in it. But they say that he's trying to mimic Ultra Instinct, and he's just.
And even the fact that he's able to like give Goku that like, here, do this, take this one for the team, shows a lot of growth considering his whole motivation up to this point is I got to be better than this dude.
Yeah,
I think, again, when you picking who's gonna be that guy, you have one guy that has a power that made all the gods can't do. You have another guy that doesn't. So
that's not true. It's not true that all the gods can't do that.
They can only for like a short amount of time. They can't.
But
do
again,
it.
maybe there's different things that we're listening to and reading. But what I saw, it's not that the gods can't do it. It's just that it's a god. It's more of a god thing.
Well,
and
whatever it is,
some of the gods they have mastered it, and most of the gods haven't. But some of the gods they've actually mastered it.
Whether that's the case or not, it's one guy that has that power and another one hasn't. And that's a tough thing to say that this guy is the best if he can't do what the other one can't.
Well, I can't. But I haven't read everything, so it's hard to go. To make it's hard to argue with y'all when y'all don't.
So I mean, look. So you can't speak like you said. We're only speaking to the Tournament of Power in that space. He's right. I will say that.
Not really, because he hasn't mastered it. Even in that, he hasn't mastered
You talking about Goku?
Yeah,
He's doing it though. Like
he can't get there again.
I mean, but he did it multiple times in the Tournament.
He
of Power.
did several times.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple. He did like 3 times.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is he can't just do it.
He did it 3 times in 140 minutes time.
What you're not understanding is, even in the show, he can't just be like, "Yo, I'm going Ultra Instinct." He has to pretty much keep getting destroyed for some reason, and then he gets there.
He gets pushed to a level.
He gets pushed to a limit to where he has no limit. But he can't just be like, "Oh shit, I got to go into Ultra Instinct to beat this guy." He can't just do that. Is what I'm saying.
But you have
That's
somebody.
literally happened. They literally say it in the Tournament of Power.
But you have somebody that done it 3 times, and you have another
and
person
it
that
was
done
never
it 0.
mastered 3 times.
So look, I think that's
it was
neither
never
here nor
mastered
there
3
because I mean
times.
we're talking about different powers that they have, not necessarily what they're the best.
Yeah,
Right?
I feel like y'all
So-
be saying something, and when I argue, you'll be like,
Well, the
we're
thing
gonna
is-
move the bar here.
I'm
over
moving the
here."
bar only because you're not going to concede. So it's like, okay, cool. I agree to disagree. Let me talk about something else because you want to talk about the subject or you want to
Just
talk
drop a
about
fact.
the
That's
thing.
all. Just drop a fact.
Look, I agree with Ice is what I'm trying to say. Look, I agree with Ice. I disagree with you. That's it. Like, what else you want me to say?
Well, he has seen Tournament of Power, so he's going off clearly. He's going off almost
but
nothing.
I'm saying in the Tournament of Power, he did it 3 times, and
he
Vegeta didn't do it at all.
But do you
Are
understand?
you're saying your argument is it happened to him. He didn't do it. That's what it
what I'm
sounds like.
saying is that he didn't do Master Ultra Instinct all 3 times. He didn't know the first time he didn't even. It was there
But
was
Vegeta never even got close.
Right.
He's not trying to do that though.
Even when he
It's
tried,
not a thing.
the
Even
thing
when
is,
he
he couldn't
tried,
have
he
fought
didn't
Not,
make it.
but it's not. He was never trying to.
All right, so listen, hold on. Let me just. All I'll say is that like you said, Vegeta's a side character, bro. Like even in the term power, he's a side character. He throws the power to Goku. Like he fights the number 2 guy.
We know who the main character is.
I'm just saying, but that's what I'm saying. You're like he's the best. I'm like, oh no, actually he's number 2. Like he's literally number 2.
And he's been a consistent.
He's been a
number 2.
consistent number 2. He lost to the number 1 directly.
Your argument is ridiculous. We've all just picked best. So why is it
Best
now-
is first place.
Stop. Why is it now? I said the best too. That's all I said. What are you talking about, Brennan?
Okay, all right.
I just said the best. I didn't say he's the number 1 Saiyan out of like actual like fighting.
Best is
Best is number 1 though.
Y'all just said
who's the best? Who's the best?
y'all just
who's
said
the-
y'all best. Besides you so far, y'all just said y'all best.
Who's the best sprinter of all time?
Usain Bolt.
Is he number 2?
No.
So then the guy from
Stop.
the Lamont guy.
Y'all not making any sense right now.
The guy
Because
from
y'all not making
Italy-
any sense because y'all literally just gave y'all best, and now that I give my best, y'all going like, nah, that doesn't make any sense.
Because it doesn't.
How does yours make sense?
No, but the thing is, you
'Cause
know,
how does yours make sense?
I don't.
I said he's the best because nobody else can take him
I
one on
said
one.
Vegeta's the
That
best
was a really
for
good
character
argument.
development. I literally said that.
Now you go into character
You just
development.
I said
Wait,
that
you-
first.
You
That's
said
moving
that
it-
first, but
but
you
that's
didn't make
moving-
that a
that's
point
moving-
to.
Go
that's
ahead,
mo-
go
that's
ahead, man.
moving the goalpost.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. Go ahead.
That's moving the goalpost.
It's
though.
not moving the goalposts. I opened my statement with
with the goalpost movement.
As far as character development, you're saying Vegeta has the best character development as a Saiyan.
He gave his best for his reason why.
It's a category
he's a
of what you're saying.
winner.
Okay, I get it.
Rod,
I
did
see
you
what
not
you're
give
saying.
your best and why your character was the best?
But it
So
wasn't.
did y'all say moving the bar?
But it
Did y'all
wasn't.
say moving the bar?
But it wasn't.
Did y'all say moving
but
the bar?
it wasn't
Did y'all say
silo.
moving the bar?
He talked
Did y'all
about
say
wins.
moving the bar?
He talked about wins.
But did you say moving the bar?
He
Vegeta-
talked
you
about
said that.
wins. You're talking about character development.
Okay, we all.
That's just his chosen field of where
I
he's
said-
When
defining
you
it
look
by.
at the best,
No, look, best is subjective, so let's just leave it
Yeah,
at that.
that's
so
the thing,
Tina's-
it's just like, if you
Tina's
say
argument that best is subjective, Ice's argument is that it's objective.
right? If you say somebody's the best, you like, yeah, Usain Bolt is faster, but this person has better form.
Fine. You know what? He beat the guy that you thought that nobody else can beat. He beat Goku. He's the fucking best. I win. He beat Goku. Can you argue that?
Yes.
How?
Because,
He beat Goku.
but I
First
mean-
match.
I mean, yes and no, because it's like,
Now it's the no.
I mean, yes, he beat him, but it's like, kind
On a
of.
one-on-one fade. No, a 1-on-3 to 4 fade.
Well, Goku had to fight somebody else first, but you didn't have to fight nobody else before
He
Goku
smacked
fought him.
Nappa in seconds.
I mean, that's
is
calling
that
a
incorrect?
fight
Is that
a bit of a
incorrect?
stretch.
Is that incorrect?
You're not
Did he lose any
incorrect.
stamina?
It's-
Vegeta,
Did he
yeah,
lose any stamina?
he had to use Kaioken. He had to use Kaioken to beat Nappa, which destroys his body.
Okay, you know what? Hey, that's fine. But Vegeta still beat Goku 1-on-4. With Goku being Goku,
Well, you said
Gohan, Krillin, and Yajirobe, and Goku.
Wait, did you say Goku twice?
Goku,
No.
Gohan, Yajirobe, and Krillin.
Yeah, fought Vegeta in
But
that
you said
final
Vegeta
fight.
won that.
Vegeta, I mean,
He did not.
He didn't win, but he did. He took
was-
out.
I said he beat
This
Goku.
He took out a
I said
bunch
he
of
beat, I said he
people.
beat Goku. I said he beat Goku doing that.
All right, so I'm just gonna go into mine because mine doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah, Brennan's about to get lit the fuck up by Keenan. In
No,
this.
I don't really. That's what I'm saying. Mine doesn't even make any sense anymore. Like for me, I personally found.
It's all for fun.
No, I personally, every time Future Gohan's on the screen, I'm inspired. That's why I like Future Gohan.
Future Gohan, okay.
So this is Future Gohan. This is the Gohan that trained the Future Trunks that we're talking about. Every time we see this dude, he is literally rising to the occasion that he has to be. He's doing everything that nobody else wants to do. He's doing the dirty work. He's showing his grit. He's showing he had to be things that he never wanted to be. He's being what his dad couldn't be because his dad was dead. He's being what Vegeta couldn't be because he got killed by the same people. And in all honesty, he could have taken either one of those androids by his damn self, but they always teamed up on him.
What?
Yeah, they're actually he could have easily. Like if you watch the fights, like he beat 17, was about to whoop ass, 18 came in and got him from behind.
And y'all was on my ass? Keep going, man. Y'all was on my ass?
Oh,
Keep going,
damn,
man.
Brennan. Come on, man. We could have finished this out.
I don't
as
know.
a
I
unit.
understood. Look, the thing is, I picked this pick very purposely to be controversial
That's
because
fine.
it's too easy to pick Goku. It's too easy. That's that's too
Yeah,
easy.
it's a steal pick.
Yeah. So for me, I was just like, look, I personally like when I'm thinking about like situationally, like Gohan was the shit. He trained Future Trunks. He's the reason why Goku even ever got to fight like all these other people. The tournament of power. None of that would have happened without fucking Future Gohan. None of it. Like he literally is the only reason Future Trunks got to come back and save Goku's life.
That's your strongest point.
He's
Yeah.
the only reason. He stopped the androids enough and saved Trunks' life and taught him how to fight so that Trunks could come back with the medicine and save everybody and
Cam
save
is
literally the
hilarious.
universe. So that is why Future Gohan is the shit because he had to do everything he did to save motherfuckers he didn't even get to be around.
He's the shit or he's the best?
The best.
What happened? What happened to Gohan?
He got
And-
killed by the androids.
Oh,
Yo,
Saving Trunks. The moment he saved Trunks' life was that he knocked Trunks out and went to go fight them so Trunks would have
and
the
who
ability
avenged
to
his
escape.
death?
All right,
who
that's the
avenged
time.
who avenged his death?
Vegeta got his ass whooped.
Who avenged his death?
Remember when Vegeta got his ass whooped by the 17?
Future Trunks. Who avenged his death?
Who Future Trunks did it? You're saying?
Who avenged Future Trunks' death? I mean, Future
Future Gohan's death?
Yeah.
himself. He avenged his own death.
Yeah, he did.
Teen
actually.
Gohan.
Teen Gohan killed Cell. So yeah, he did himself.
Teen Gohan.
I'm saying when he doesn't even know about Cell. I'm saying Future Gohan that died.
He's trying to say future Trunks saved him. That's the point he's trying to
I
make.
mean,
But
I said he avenged. I didn't say
But he
he
didn't.
saved
Because
him.
avenging him would be
Avenging him, yeah.
avenging him would be killing all the androids. I mean, I guess he goes back into the future
Yes, he
and does
does.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But like the androids, end up going to this like becoming Cell, and then
Yeah,
Gohan's the one who kills him.
Trunks went back and fumbled the bag, and Gohan had to finish business. So technically, Gohan saved himself.
Wait, what are you talking about? What? Say that
Because
again?
Gohan kills Cell, and
Cell.
Cell's the
'Cause he didn't kill the
combination of
androids.
I mean, Trunks goes back and kills Cell over there too.
But he's not. He's like imperfect Cell too.
Yeah,
he's
So
just
I mean, I
like-
guess the answer is both. Future Trunks and Gohan.
Your
saved himself.
argument, your strongest, like you said, your strongest argument is that where he could be the
That
best.
he created the entire universe that we watch and call Dragon Ball
I
Super.
guess you could. I guess you could technically.
Yeah,
we'll
I-
give you that, but the
That's what I got.
androids.
What do you mean we'll give you that? He created the whole universe of
Yeah.
the Dragon Ball shit we're talking about?
I mean, I'll say this about that. Brennan, I love this pick. I think you're great. I love it. Future Gohan. You
I bet
it's
you do.
absolutely
I
very-
bet
it's
you
a Very
do.
strong pick. I you
Oh
know,
my
honestly,
God.
I don't got anything to say.
Look at
There's no
Rob.
notes.
Oh my
He's like
God.
a politician.
Rob said no
Oh
notes.
my
I got
God.
no notes.
Rob
This is
said
great.
there's no-
Great
Yo,
pick here.
I
Rob
was
sounds like a
second Rob's opinion.
Rob sounds like a politician, bro.
Yeah.
He has.
No, bro, you know what?
He has
Rob
the
is
thumb talking.
biased.
Yeah.
He loves
Of
Gohan.
course.
He
No
didn't-
notes.
I know when he read that shit, he was just like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god."
I love it.
Hey.
My work here is
Hey,
done.
Get him, Keenan.
I mean, it's
Get
just,
him, Keenan. Let's go. I got you.
no. I mean, yeah. I mean, we kind of just talked about it. I feel like Future Trunks.
Future Gohan.
I mean, I keep saying Future Trunks. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Future Gohan. I mean, that's a strong argument if you want to stand on it. I guess if you were talking
That's
to
the argument
anybody,
I was gonna make
if
the
you
whole
want
time.
to go deep, but I mean, most people don't really give a fuck about Future Gohan like that.
Nobody.
It's like
Nobody thinks about appreciating the air you breathe every day too, but you need it.
Oh my God.
It's true.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
Let me tell you something, man.
Nobody thinks about air until you can't breathe.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Brennan,
I
let
hear
me tell you something,
Brennan.
bro. Shut the fuck. What the fuck?
Rob, stop it.
Rob
Stop
is
it.
hilarious,
No
man.
rebuttal,
is
bro.
great.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Look, Brennan, man.
One
you got a
accord.
hell of an argument that you stood on with King Vegeta, man. You killed that.
Oh my
Don't-
god.
don't-
We literally
Rob-
had no rebuttal, but this
Rob
shit
is
right
so,
here.
Rob is so funny. He's
This is
just
some
like,
bullshit.
Whatever Brennan said, guys.
No,
Hey
he's
man,
got it.
Brennan is he's looking at Brennan like, man, this is why you're. I love you, man. This is why you're the
Yeah,
best.
man. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like we said, I think the best.
Right here.
There's nothing really much to say. I don't think nobody considers him really the best. Nobody really cares about him. He's not. He's overlooked. He has a single quick moment.
Right.
His storyline is not super long.
He-
He doesn't have enough screen time. It's
Well,
a lot.
it's actually
a lot
a really long storyline because it actually runs for like 13 years of him defending the Earth.
I mean, in the
against
sense
the
of
Saiyan.
us being able to see it
Oh,
and
you're saying
enjoy
so
it.
we just didn't. Okay, so you're saying no monkey. You know, since we don't see it.
He did a lot with a little. I don't know.
Oh my God, Rob.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I see
that's
your
like,
argument. He's
That's
like-
like saying Future Trunks after that kept his future. Like that's the argument with that. It's like he kept his future good for like the next 25, 30 years, and then he had to go back.
between
Yeah.
Z and Super.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you what are we talking
No.
about here? That's, you're like, y'all would kill me for that argument.
Yeah. My man, come on. Like,
I
Gohan, but
think
Gohan never.
I never saw that shit coming. Like when they
Gohan
showed like
never
who
beat
trained
the
you?
androids.
Huh?
And he didn't do
Gohan never beat the androids.
and
though.
he didn't do a great job training Trunks, to be honest.
Right.
He didn't do. He didn't.
Trunks. Who had the argument about Trunks having the greatest intro ever?
Everybody said. it.
Yeah.
I think
Who
that-
taught him how to do that? Who gave him the sword?
Who told him to do that? Not Gohan,
Nah, Gohan.
Gohan's the only one who trained him.
bro.
How did he learn that shit?
In all honesty,
But then what
in all
happened
honest-
shortly after that?
Yeah, but in all honesty, when they talk about it,
He
too,
killed King Cole.
Trunks was low key training himself. Remember, Trunks, I think Bulma had built him
Gohan is the one who trained Trunks. There's no
Not-
question about that.
not the whole time though. Trunks had to do a lot of training by himself.
Because he had a lot of time after Gohan died.
No, not that much. He actually left right after he died.
No, he didn't.
Yes, I literally just read it. Like
He died.
I was literally reading it during this episode. Like,
he died,
on
and
the
then
wiki.
he went to talk to Bulma after. Oh yeah, it was short. You're
That's
right.
what I'm telling you.
Because he went to talk to
It was
Bulma.
like the same fucking day.
He went to talk to
Like,
Bulma, and Bulma was like, "I got this time
I
machine.
got a time
for you."
machine
You're
and
right.
some medicine.
You're right.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're right.
Before they get here, Gohan saved us time. And the only reason his arm got blown off is because he was saving Trunks' life, so Trunks could
But
save
they was,
everybody
but
else's.
no, but the androids were watching him.
After they teamed up on, like they
No,
said,
no.
I literally just
one-on-one.
read it.
One
Can you
on
let
one.
me-
You can read it.
we
I
watched
saw
it. We saw it.
I saw
This
it too.
man, no. Android fucking 18 drug his face across a fucking building.
Everybody's face gets drugged across buildings in Dragon Ball Z.
Dra-
Like literally
A
everyone.
whole, they whooped his ass by themselves.
No, I'm telling you, he was whooping
saying
Android
that-
17's
You saying
ass.
that they can
And
beat
he-
him by
and he
they-
also held his
can't.
own against both of them
He
for a
can't.
long ass time with one arm.
He can't beat neither one of them by himself. He
I
can't.
agree. I agree.
He can't.
I
He's
think
not.
he
He's not beating
definitely-
17
Both
for damn
arms-
sure.
He
One
will. He
arm,
definitely
zero
beating
arms.
17 by himself. Read it.
17 is stronger than 18.
I'm telling you, they were doing a one-on-one fight. He was winning.
No.
18 came in and saved 17.
He can't. Play the clip. Play the shit.
My bad. My computer died. You saw me close it.
Let's do this. Because I want you to see this ass whooping in 4K. So,
It never was made in 4K.
but you're going to see it in 4K because that's how bad it was.
That's what the young kids say
Yeah.
nowadays.
Whatever. So that's the end of the podcast today, guys.
No, you want to put that? That's what you want to end on?
We're at,
No,
we're at an hour and 40 minutes.
Cam had a question. I think one question that I saw in the chat was they was asking like, what makes us the greatest fucking anime podcast
Yo,
in the entire world?
that was good, man.
I was
was a
waiting
good
for
He
that
went
one.
into his phone and everything.
He did.
He went into his phone looking for a fucking question, and that was pretty good. Yeah, I don't really see any questions about the topic either. Future Trunk was the second strongest Saiyan at the beginning in the Cell Saga, and he was the weakest by the end. No,
No.
I mean,
He's like, I disagree.
he wasn't the weakest though. That's the thing. I mean, I'm all for it. Like I said, that's Trunks as a whole. He's not the best character at all. Like to me, Kid Trunks is low key garbage. But yeah, I don't see any questions. But the greatest fucking anime podcast.
The greatest.
the greatest.
So next week, we'll be reviewing Bleach episode
Back on the review
5 through
episodes.
5
I
through 8. You guys,
really like Bleach, and I'm
you
so
already went through 5 through 8.
No.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm just upset that I haven't seen it before, and I'm mad at my younger self for writing it off.
All right.
Yeah, we talked to Pat Cloud today too, and he said the same thing. He was just like, yo, he thought Bleach was super dope.
Bleach is really good.
Yeah.
Bleach is really
I
good.
haven't.
Time.
You know what's funny? At least from what I've seen, out of like the Dragon Ball Z's, the One Pieces, the Naruto's, and stuff like that, I don't hear a lot of heat on Bleach.
Bleach has the best fans out of all anime because
Yeah.
there's no
They're
ego.
not toxic.
There's no
I
ego
haven't
about
seen
it.
a toxic Bleach fan.
Every time I talk about Bleach, I'm just like, no, it's really dope. And they're just like, is it better than like, man, it's just Bleach, bro. Like, it's like
and
if you're
fans
in it,
say that. Fans are just like, I've never seen nobody.
you can't really compare
Yeah.
Bleach to other
They're not
Yeah.
a toxic fan base. I'll say
Because
that.
everybody else that goes for these other fan bases, they're just like, no,
Oh,
fuck
garbage.
you, man. They go hard
Garbage.
on you. But here, they're always super like, yeah, man, it's dope, man. Give it a watch.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
I rock with it. So yeah, like we said, we're gonna be alternating. Next week is 5 through 8 Bleach, and then we'll be having a single topic after that.
Y'all watch it with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you watch it with us. I'm almost positive at the end of the month I will be doing a movie night. It'll most likely be Evangelion, but that will only be for our Patreon subscribers.
Get
All right?
on there.
And I will be doing it on Zoom most likely.
And thanks to everybody who's already signed up.
Yo,
Yeah,
shout out to
y'all.
all the
Thank you.
patrons,
Really
man. We
appreciate
appreciate y'all. Within a few days, y'all got us up. We're
It's
like,
a good amount of y'all. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot. Like, we had a number in mind, and the amount that pulled up is even crazier than that. I'm telling y'all, the stuff that we dropping, wow.
yeah, keep tuning in. Like I said, y'all get stuff early. Some stuff is gonna only be exclusive to y'all, so it's not like you're not paying for nothing to where like everybody else always gets. Like you're gonna be interacting with us. So, man, please subscribe to that Patreon. Remember, it's patreon.com/AnimeSHUN. Just patreon.com/AnimeSHUN. One tier, $5, man. It's all good. Do not. Like I said, if you want to shoot your ass pictures over to Ice, spread them, man. Hit his DM, Ice.McGowan. on
Cavity
Please,
search.
please don't.
All right, y'all wanna drop your stuff, Brennan?
At Brennan the Best.
All right, cool. Brennan the best, man. I know he's been traveling a lot. I'm glad he came through because I know he's super tired. Appreciate it.
Thanks for being here today,
tired.
man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
it.
You rock with us.
Y'all gonna see me like as soon as this week turn this off, I'm going straight to my bed.
And I appreciate you. We did a long podcast today, Ice.
Oh yeah, I want to shout out two people because I put a quiz on Instagram. There was a video from like 2 years ago where Brendan was calling out everybody on the podcast because we were all doing something nerdy. And in the video, I was watching a anime, and I was like, whoever can name this anime first gets a shout out. So I posted it in the AnimeSHUN chat, and I posted it on my actual story. And the two people that said something first from the anime chat was Johnny Too Hottie. So follow him, Johnny Too Hottie on Instagram. And then the person who said it just from my Instagram was Levi Austin. He was the first person to say something. Levi Austin, he spells the U with the V. Follow him on Instagram as well. Shout out to you guys for interacting. There was a shit ton of people that said something too. I think Dragon Dose said something too, and a couple other people. So shout out to you guys. So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and everywhere else at ice.mcgowan.
Rob.
Yeah, shouting out another artist this week. I've got Yauke-chan. I hope I am pronouncing that right. It is YOAKE Chan, CHAN. They do really dope black and white and colored pencil anime drawings. They got Rengoku on here. They got people from Jujutsu Kaisen. They got, people from Demon Slayer. Some really cool, really interesting work. Check them out.
Yeah, I'm Keenan Baker on every single thing. KEENAN Baker on everything. Make sure you slide through. AnimeSHUN podcast on everything. It should be on Twitter. It should be on the Facebook. It should be on Instagram. Yeah, like I said, man, make sure.
By should, he means it is. On
It
those
is.
things.
It
It is
is.
on those things.
Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, make sure you join that Patreon, man. That's where, like I said, most of our content is going to be on. We appreciate y'all, our longtime fans for always listening to us. But yeah, the podcast will always still be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all the wherever you listen to podcasts at. But the visuals will only start to be on at the end of the month, only on our Patreon. Thank you guys, man. Peace out.
All right.
Peace. Wait, don't you just say thank you for watching?
Thank you for watching another episode. Now, man, I made sure.
Who had the flight today? You or Brittany?
Man.
I've had a long fucking weekend. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
And so anime was solved forever.